as a proud Nigerian, I am so irritated by the number of the Nigerians that go out there and really do a lot of negative things in other people's countries. I don't like this. I am not a fan of this. I am not a fan of this. Hey, Pralin, what's up? I am sick of this. You know, it's very easy for us to look at other countries and get angry at other countries for their beef with Nigerians. But we cannot deny the fact that there's a lot of Nigerians that go out to other people's countries and do bad shit. We cannot deny that. There are a lot of Nigerians, at least now, most Nigerians are not criminal minded. That is a fact. Okay, most Nigerians are not criminal minded. But there is a sizable number of Nigerians who go out into other people's countries and then they fuck up people's countries. This is a fact. This is a fact. My mother is a retired diplomat. Okay, my mother is a retired diplomat. She's, of course, naturally part of your responsibility is you are going to deal with the prison relationship. So people that are in prisons, you know what I mean? You feel me? So when we see people pushing back on Nigerians, we cannot always jump and say, oh, it's because they hate us. Bro, no, there might be some hate there, but in my opinion, it is deserved. Now, most Nigerians are not involved in criminal activities. This is a fact. But there are some Nigerians. Now, there's something people need to understand about Nigerians. Majority of people, when they hear Nigeria, they forget that Nigeria is a big-ass country with 200, almost, in my opinion, almost 300 million people. Now, the official number is 220 million, 250. No, Nigeria is probably more than that. But if you look at the majority of the people that dominate the criminal activities abroad, they come from three main tribes. See, that's the thing people don't understand. When they hear Nigeria, people think Nigeria are the same. Nigerians are not the same. We are very, very different people. Nigerians are very, very, very... See, Nigeria is like 4 countries in one. And even in those countries, it's further segmented. Like for me now, for example, right? I am Ibibio. Most people don't even know who the hell we are. I am Ibibio. How many of you in the chat have seen Ibibio in the news? How many of you in the chat have even heard of Ibibio and even know what that is? No! I am half Ibibio and half Efok, right? I am half Ibibio, half Efok. My mother is Efok, my father is Ibibio. There's like 5 million of us in Nigeria. Majority of the criminal activities, I'm not saying there are no criminal activities that come from other tribes in Nigeria. Majority of the criminal activities you're going to hear about that dominate the news in anybody's country, from South Africa to Kenya to Ghana to England to America to India to Singapore, they come from 3 main tribes, right? They come from 3 main tribes from Nigeria. The first tribe, and by a wide margin, and I hate to say this, is Igbos. The Igbos, bro. The Igbos dominate the criminal activities of Nigerians abroad, home and abroad. It's the truth. It's the fucking truth. And I hate to say this because I am Ibibio, and one of the tribes that I like a lot are the Igbos tribe, the Igbo. But a majority of the fucking shit we see abroad, bro, it comes from the Igbos. God damn, man. Like, even these guys that you see on the picture, they're Igbos. Fucking hell. And that is why sometimes, even, you guys need to understand something. Even within Nigeria, you understand? Even within Nigeria, you have other Nigerian tribes that are anti-Igbos. So just so you guys understand, even within Nigeria, and again, I like the Igbos. I love the Igbos. I'm Ibibio. If you look at the history of my tribe, even, I have some Igbo blood in me because we share some similarities for sure. But bro, it's insane. It is insane. The Igbos, man, swear to God, I don't know. Now, the Igbos are one of the most prominent tribes in Africa, sure. One of the wealthiest tribes, sure. But most Igbos are not criminally minded. I want to make that very, very clear. Majority of Igbos are not like that. But by God, for the love of God, guys, You guys, and the reason why I hate this so much is because I get affected by this nonsense. I get affected by this nonsense, bro. I don't do any of this nonsense, but I'm Nigerian. I have a Nigerian passport. And these people, they don't give a fuck whether you're Igbo or not. They don't care. You're Nigerian. Done. And it's not fair. It's not fair to the well-behaved Nigerians who do things, who follow the law, who do things accordingly. It's not right. Because you have a lot of Nigerians who do good things in other people's countries. They are working in academia. They are working in corporate. They're doing good things. But then you have the fucking idiots, right, who want to make money by any means necessary, man. They want to make money by any means necessary, man. And then you go to South Africa, you go to Kenya, you go to African countries, and then you start dealing drugs, you start doing trafficking, and then you get caught. And now Nigeria. You feel me? Like this is like when we zoom out and look at why other countries are becoming quite hostile to Nigerians, it's not because they hate us or hate me or hate you. It's not. Now, some might just hate you because of whatever, right? There has been enough negative PR from some Nigerians who go to other people and do nasty things. We cannot deny that. Like, my God, bro. And it pisses me off. And that's why, for me, I say, if I ever become someone of prominence in Nigeria, especially in a political sense, I'm going to be very, very harsh towards Nigerians who go abroad and do what is everyone angry about now. You know, you could just swipe away, right? Roro. If somebody's angry, you could just swipe away. It's like, are you guys that desperate for attention? What is everybody angry about now? Maybe swipe away and go if it's not a space for you. It's not hard. Anyway. I swear to God. Anyway. But that's my point. So there are three main tribes from Nigeria that dominate the criminal behavior. Number one is the Igbos, man. By a wide margin, the Igbos, bro. I swear to God. The Igbos, and second would be Yorubas. The Yorubas dominate the scamming. Majority of the scamming you see comes from the Yoruba, and number three is Edo. These are the three main tribes that dominate the criminal activities in and outside Nigeria. You can check it. You can check. See, if you think I'm lying, go to Google right now. Go to Google right now and type Nigerians arrested. Then click on news and just click on the news. Look at the names. I swear. Look at the first 100 news. Just click and look at the names. Over 60% of them are going to come from Igbo. Then maybe 20% come from Yoruba. The other 20% come from Edo State. Like, it's only, you cannot get angry. You cannot get, Roro, by the way, I'm Nigerian, you fool. If you, listen, I don't come on TikTok often. If you say anything, I'm just going to block you. All right? I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but if you try to say something that I must say, I will block you. I don't want to do that to anybody because I don't have time for that. But listen, okay, you know what? Maybe I should just ignore the comments. You know what? That's on me. Say whatever I want to say. My point is, that's where they come from, for the most part. So a lot of the drug trade that you see in, like, the drug trafficking, ritual stuff, Igbos. A lot of the scamming, like internet fraud, Yorubas and Edo. A lot of the prostitution, Edo. Like, you may not like what I'm saying. It's the fucking truth, man. How often do you see Ibibios and FX doing criminal activities, man? And I have a right to speak on it because I'm Nigerian. I am a proud Nigerian, and I am sick and tired. I am sick and tired of me having to deal with all this shit, the negative PR, bro. And if you are Edo, if you are Igbo, if you are Yoruba, what are you doing to hold your people accountable, for God's sake? Because it's affecting everybody. It is. It's the truth. Now, there are a lot more Nigerians doing good things, sure. But we cannot ignore the fact that there is just a large amount of Nigerians who are doing negative things. We cannot ignore that. We cannot ignore that, for God's sake, man. Holy shit. Holy shit, we cannot ignore that. We cannot ignore that. And I understand, I can see why some Nigerians get angry with me, because when we look at Nigerian, a lot of the Nigerian culture, we do not have, in a lot of Nigerian culture in general, we don't have an accountability culture. So I can understand why people come defensive. Nobody is always angry at you. We automatically get defensive when we hear things we don't like. But it's the fucking truth. If you go to the prisons, even where I am right now, my mother used to do prison relations because she was responsible for that. Dominated by, if the person is black, there's a strong possibility the person is Nigerian. And if that person is Nigerian, there's an 80% chance Igbo, 20% chance Edo. Not so many Yorubas in prison, to be very honest here. Majority of them are Igbo, Yoruba. But Igbo is a large chunk. No, Igbo, Edo, not a lot of Yorubas that I've noticed. Igbos are, it's almost guaranteed. We cannot deny this. This is a thing. Hey, Nakita, what's up? But we cannot deny this. This is a thing. And I get it. A lot of us Nigerians, we don't like to hear this kind of stuff because it's not sexy. And that's why, for me, even when I was, of you, I don't know how many of you have been around when I've been on. I used to be on TikTok more regularly, right? And I used to be on TikTok a lot regularly. And I used to get a lot of smoke because I was controversial. I was quite controversial, right? I was quite controversial because I called a lot of the bullshit that we did, man. I'm not saying I'm not making an excuse for all the countries that come for us because there's some jealousy in there. Hey, Javi, what's up? No, Javi, to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to come back to TikTok like I did before. See, Lee, what you guys going to understand? See, yeah, TikTok was fun. Don't get me wrong. TikTok was fun. It was nice. But I got tired. I don't know. I just got tired. I got bored with TikTok in some sense, you know? I am back to TikTok. I am back. But I'm gonna be doing many live streams. I don't think I'm gonna be like making videos like I did before. Nah, I'm done. It was fun, don't get me wrong, but I'm gonna do more live streams. You know, just come to talk to you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna have a schedule, but that's what I'm gonna do a little bit more of. Okay. But anyway, hope you guys are good. How's everybody doing? I see some familiar faces in there. Do you wanna say something? You can come on in. I can bring you up. I have like 30 more minutes. Then I got to rush. But yeah, if you guys want to share your opinion, what do you think? Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm talking crap? Let's have a chat. Let's have a quick chat. But I stand on what I said. You know, Nigerians are abroad. Some Nigerians are really, really hurting the PR of most Nigerians. Most Nigerians are not criminally minded. Most Igbos are not criminally minded. Most Yorubas are not criminally minded. Most Edo people are not criminal minded. But there's a large chunk of Nigerians from those tribes, bro, that do a lot of nonsense in people's. Now, if you did that in Nigeria, sure, whatever, it's bad. But you do that in Nigeria, cool, whatever. But you're taking this to Ghana, you're taking this to Kenya, you're taking this to Uganda, you're taking this to United Arab Emirates, you're taking this to India, you're taking this to America, you're taking this to the UK, you're taking this to Brazil, you're taking this to Russia. Do you know what that does for me and you? Like, I think this is something a lot of people don't realize. These bad activities, these bad things affects me and you. Me and you, we are going to suffer the consequences. You know why? Because we are Nigerians. Oh, yeah, you might not be Nigerian, but bro, it affects me.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Teddy? How are you? Go on.
You can hear me now? Yeah.
Yes, I can. What do you have to say?
Yeah. And thank you very much. You know, I'm from Ghana, and you know, what you're saying is true, and I'm happy that it's coming from a Nigerian. It's a bit troubling. And it's also I'll say that it is bad. Majority of Nigerians in Ghana are here doing good business too. I have to admit, to say the majority of them are doing business, but I don't know what happens in the night. We see mostly people who are, you know, into, I don't want to use the word, but the West African word, ashawo. Majority of them are from Nigeria. And I'm not trying to pinpoint a particular part of Nigeria, but on interviewing the most of the girls come from the eastern part.
So, speak your mind. Don't sugarcoat it. If you watch my content, you know I don't sugarcoat nonsense. I don't know when you join. I don't know when you join the live, bro. We don't hold punches here. Like I said, the criminal activities that represent Nigeria come from
the last time
Yoruba, Edo. Go on.
And who actually controls these kind of activities? Because the girls from the Ghana police said that they were made to swear an oath upon, you know, a deity or something. So some of them were actually trafficked. and some of them came by consent anyway. So, but when they came by consent and they came here, they were made to swear an oath. So, some way, somehow, I think that both countries, we can actually say that, the Ghanaian immigration must do their job. But who actually recruits from Nigeria in such a large scale to bring here just like that? I think that some way, somehow, the Nigerian authorities must actually sit down and try to solve this issue. Because at the end of the day, these girls will go back to Nigeria. They will go and look for husbands. I mean, it's not something that tells a speaks of a good image. Because I remember one day I was working in the market and one woman said that, her son is 20 years old and he will not, if the son brings a Nigerian, she would think that, the girl was doing a shower just because of what she sees on the streets. I mean,
Yeah.
so what you're saying is true. There are certain things that I think the authorities have to actually look at. And
Yeah.
I don't know whether it is a parents must also be on their children to make sure that, no matter what, the right thing is done at all
Yeah.
times. Yeah, that's what I have to say.
No, Teddy Brownback, thank you. And I'll say it before I go to Javi. I'll say this quickly. I am an honorary Ghanaian. I want to make that very. I love Ghana. Okay, I love Ghana. I've never been to Ghana, but I love Ghana because you know why I love Ghana so much. I love Ghana because I don't think most African people or Black people across the world know that Ghana, in my opinion, is the real big brother of Africa. If you look at the history of the history of Black Africa, particularly, even till now, Ghana has always been fighting. Ghana has always been fighting for the quote unquote liberation, like respect of Africa. That's what people don't understand diplomatically, at least from a diplomatic standpoint. They've always been doing that. They always push. They don't know that. But so when I saw the protest in Ghana recently against Nigerians, it really broke my heart. It really, really broke my heart, bro. I can't lie. Because I was like, man, of all countries, man, Ghana, bro. And it's also because you like Ghanaian women. I do though. I can't lie. Dr. Z. Oh shit, Dr. Z. Oh my God, what's good? I do like. Hey, I gotta lie. I do like Ghanaian women. I do like Ghanaian women. What's good, Dr. Z? How are you doing? I can imagine you've been giving people problems. Anyway, Javi, what's good? I don't know if you're a guy or a lady. I see a guy's picture there, so I'm gonna call you a bro. Javi, you're on mute, sir. Unmute yourself. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Javi. What's up? Tell me.
So
Pick your mind.
my experience is how it's affecting all Africans when we travel to other countries. Usually immigration can't tell what country you're from until you present your passport. I was in Thailand 2 weeks ago and they made so the plane was coming from Johannesburg, so they were aware that there's gonna be Africans in it. And they made all of us stand to the left. And then when we started presenting passports, I noticed everyone who had a Nigerian passport was now made to wait in line. And then people who had South African passports, Ghana, Kenya, etc., they were cleared by the staff. And the Nigerians must have been held for maybe 2 hours at the airport in Thailand. It's crazy. And now, you know how sometimes you remember someone from the aeroplane when you see them at the hotel?
Yeah.
And they were telling me that the officials just made everything so difficult for them, and they were telling them they're going to cancel their privileges to come back to Thailand. And the whole time I was there, because I was there for, I think, 5 days, even when you go to restaurants, like in popular tourist places, they tell you, where are you from? If you're Black American, they're okay. If you're African or you're Black UK, they're okay. But if you're Nigerian, they make you pay before the meal.
Yeah. I know that. I believe it. I've experienced that too.
It's crazy. And then also
is.
the sex workers, usually
crazy.
they would refuse to lend the services to Nigerians as well. And then I was friends with a Ghanaian man who looked Nigerian, and he like everywhere, if we'd go to a restaurant, the first thing he would say, I'm not Nigerian, I'm Ghanaian, because people would just assume he's Nigerian because of his build and everything. But I just realized it's the whole tourism, air travel, etc.
Yeah.
Now people are making us prove what kind of African are you? Are you an African African or are you an African Nigerian?
I believe
Before
it.
they know
I believe it.
how
I
to-
believe. I absolutely believe it, Javi, because when I went to Singapore, but not recently though. This was I think 2 years ago for business, right? Brother, it was one of the most horrific experiences I've ever faced. That was my first time in Asia in general. That was the most horrific experience I've ever faced. I felt so dehumanized. I really did. So that's why I can relate to what you just said, because I know for sure that's what's going on. I experienced it. I went to Singapore, all my colleagues, because then I saw people from Kenya, I saw people from Colombia, black, dark skin Colombian. They had no issue. They went to the gates, stamp, gone. As soon as I went to the gates, that, like you said, the immigration, the person didn't even look at me. He just looked at my passport. He didn't even open the passport. He just pointed me to the left. Javi, you're mute, but let's have a banter.
It's the green one. It's the green one,
Yeah,
right?
it's the green one. Yeah, it's the green one. So the person saw Federal Republic of Nigeria. He didn't even look at it, he just pointed to the left. Fuck.
Because what they did when people are on the line, if you had it in your palm and they can see it's the green one, they'll pull you aside already. So they don't wait for you to get to the counter.
Yeah.
So I was wondering what the hell is going on, because ours is black. So everyone with a green one, they were pulled aside, like a very dark green one, like a darker.
Yeah, I know the passport. Yeah, I know. I've seen it before. Yeah, I've seen it.
It's crazy. And what is so painful is that even when you know this person because you sat with them in the plane, or you just know they just seem like a really nice person. They're chill. They're here on a business trip, etc. The airport authority, they don't care. They treat them like shit. So now you have to stand up and say, why do they have to wait for so long? What is the issue? Why is this happening to them? Now all Africans are standing in solidarity when we go abroad, but the experience I had in Thailand, it transcended the airport. What was most painful is that the airport experience is really a few hours and then you're out. But now what I would see in the tourist areas, even where they sell like the dresses and the beads for, I think it's a Buddhist country or something, they would not talk to us at all until we verified where we are from in Africa. So they would exactly ask you, are you from Nigeria? Are you from Nigeria? Are you from Nigeria? If you say, no, I'm not from Nigeria, this is where I'm from, then they're, oh, okay, come into the temple or wait for 30 minutes so that we can allow the next group to go to the temple. And there was a lady, her husband, and they had a son who was just about 16. They never got to the temple in Thailand, which was the saddest thing to see.
Yeah. No, Javi, it's hard. As a Nigerian guy, I don't like. I'm going to come to you, Pralin, in a minute, please. But what is this? It's the truth. I know people may not like what Javi says. It's the fucking. I have travel anxiety when I travel because it's painful. Like, I don't bother anybody, but I'm Nigerian, and I have to deal with some of the shit that I like. It wasn't. I'll be honest. It wasn't this bad. I would say 10 years ago, but I think lately it's just been like they're like, okay, we are done with these people. It's fucked. You even have other Black African countries like really tightening up their borders. So it's a thing. It's a thing. That's why I get really, 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 really pissed off, with this criminal behavior, because it's really affecting the good. It's really affecting the good Nigerians, man. We're just trying to live our lives, but we have to deal with all this nonsense. But anyway, let's go to Pralin. Pralin, what's up, man? Welcome.
Hey, thank you so much, Kingsley. Hey, first time on your live. It's good.
Welcome.
Actually surprised that you're actually back on.
I know, right?
Well done.
Actually, I'm not back for live streams only, but I'm not going to be making like videos like I used to. Yeah.
I think what you're doing now is just like really commendable, and I have to congratulate you because trust me, you're one of the very few Nigerians that I actually saw online coming on here and then basically literally just exposing your people. Yesterday I was on a different live, we were just talking about, what was happening in South Africa, and funny thing is I was on a panel with a couple of Nigerians, and trust me, they just brought me down because I'm Congolese. I love Nigerians. Trust me personally, I look up to Nigerians, like, the culture, everything. Because as I said, used to, and to me, I wouldn't even say anything negative about Nigerians because all the Nigerians that I've met in my life, because I grew up in the West mostly, they've been wonderful. Like, the upper middle class Nigerians. I don't even know the ones in South Africa. I visited South Africa. I've seen the Nigerians there. A lot of them are doing well too, And if it wasn't for Nigeria, trust me, in a lot of places that I've traveled, I wouldn't be able to eat because, for example, I went to Cabo Verde, Cape Verde. I couldn't even find a place to eat because they mostly sell like, Western food. And I'm in Africa, in the middle of Africa. And then, thank God, I found a Nigerian restaurant there. And then there was an Igbo man too who had a shop there in South, small island in Cabo Verde. So of all the black people on the planet, Nigerians are one of the most industrious people on the planet. And trust me, I look up to them because I'm like, how did they become so successful and stuff like that? And I used to glaze over Nigerians, trust me. Until I did a bit of research. I'm like trying to find out, okay, so why are they so successful like that? And I try to dig a little further, and then I went down a rabbit hole. And like you said, you basically said it on the live. A lot of them are into prostitutions. A lot of them are into, selling powders and stuff like that in conjunction with their education that they've taken in the West, which is crazy to me. It doesn't make any sense. Like, even here where I'm actually based, I'm based in mainland Europe. I just know a guy who's just like a diplomat, young diplomat. He studied in Turkey, I believe. But this guy just like, trust me, he just like sells stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, this guy's got a good life, good job, great job. So why is he doing this on the side? But you have to take into account the fact that, there's a big wealth gap in Nigeria. And most countries that have a big wealth gap, trust me, there's a lot of crime that are happening because it's fostering the crime because the poor people want to also become rich. And I think unless we address that big issue, because also in Brazil, they have, a big crime problem in Brazil, Brazilians as well.
Yeah.
But the only difference...
They are becoming anti-Nigerian now, Brazil, by the way.
They don't export their crimes unlike Nigerians, I don't know why Nigerians do that. Like, they feel like, the world is their oyster. And then, I know, but you can do it like you said yourself at the beginning of the life. Just stay at home. You can do it at home.
Stay at home and do it. Fuck it.
But when you go to different countries, just trying to lay low,
Yeah.
Like most of us do, especially Congolese. We travel pretty much everywhere as well, but we don't have any bad rep like Nigerians do,
Yeah. It's fucked up, bro.
But do you think it's a minority and it gives the majority a bad rep?
I think so.
Yes. Yeah. Probably. Let me hope. I'll come back to it probably. Actually, it's okay. Probably. Address Marcel Land so that Marcel can speak, and then I could go to Marcel. Go ahead, probably.
Thank you. No, you're right. It's a very small minority because, as you said, I've been pretty much all over. I've been to Canada, US, and even in the US, they are one of the most successful group of immigrants, and the most educated as well. So it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's a small minority that are basically just like hiding the forest. The tree that hides the forest. I don't know if it's an expression in English, but that's what they say in French because I'm francophone. So that just goes to show you, I don't think but sadly, I don't know why. Especially now, why is all these bad PR coming from? I just don't know. It's weird. I don't know if you guys can catch it because there's currently a bad PR against Nigeria. You cannot hide it.
It's earned. I'm not gonna lie.
Reputation is earned. Yeah.
It's earned. I think it's earned, probably. It's earned.
I will say so because, as I said, I've met some great. Your people are great.
No. I get what you mean. I get what you mean, bro. Listen,
I've been to Nigeria. They treated me so well. I could never say anything bad about Nigeria.
Let me clarify something. So, because I feel like people may not. So people don't misunderstand. I'm going to come to you in a minute. I need to clarify this. Look, most Nigerians are not criminals. That's a fact. Okay. Most Nigerians are just living their life, getting through life. That's what it is. What it is. Fair enough. We cannot deny that there's still a sizable amount of Nigerians who go to other people's countries and do negative things. That's a fact. And I'm not saying other communities don't do negative things. Indians do shit. Indians also have their own bad reputation. We can't lie. Everybody has their own thing. White men do pedo stuff. But, the thing with Nigerians is that I think it's so, and again, we're Africans, we're black too, so that also adds to the power dynamics. So we go to other people's country without having the privileges, without having the leverage, and we do negative things. Of course, we're going to get a harder punch. You feel me? Now, there are Nigerians in other people's country who are doing fantastic things. That's not and there are some. I would say most of the successful Nigerians abroad do make their money cleanly from tech, from academia, from corporate, whatever, without doing negative things. That's a fact too. But I'm just saying that I think within Nigerian culture, Marcel, you're going to speak in the next 30 seconds. Within Nigerian culture, we don't have a accountability feedback. That's my issue. We don't. And what thing you guys need to understand, because I think Javi is South African. I don't know where Marcel is from, and I know Prali is
Nigerian.
Okay, you're Nigerian. What do people need to understand about Nigeria is this?
You're right on that. You're right on that. Accountability. But what?
Yes. But let me say this. one thing people listen about Nigeria. Nigeria is not a monolith. We are big as fuck. I don't know where Marcel is from, and she's going to talk about it when he's speaking, but I'm Ibibio, right? We are 5 million. That is almost a country in itself. We are 5 million people, right? My mother, the other state I'm from is Effort, Cross River State. I think they're like 5 million as well. So that's 10 million. You feel me? That's 10 million people. How often do you see Ibibio Effort people doing trafficking, doing drugs in other people's country? Most of us stay home. And if we travel abroad, we stay in our lane. But majority of the criminal activities that we see that dominate tend to come from 3 tribes. That's a fact. And I'm not trying to be funny. Igbos, Yorubas, Edo. These are the tribes that tend to dominate. And these tribes alone can be their own independent countries. So when people say Nigeria, and I don't expect non-Nigerians to understand this. It's not your business. You're not supposed to know it. But when people hear Nigeria, they think, oh, it's all like Igbos or all Yorubas, all Hausas. It's not the same, bro. You feel me? Anyway, Marcel, brother, welcome. The floor is yours. You have 2 minutes roughly, yeah.
Yeah, so long story short, I think sometimes we come from poverty as well. That's one thing. When you come from poverty, you're gonna go to more extreme length and you're not educated. But the ones that come from poverty, they're taking care of the family, and their family are not understanding. You know what I'm saying? So they're doing things to give money back home or to go to extreme lengths, you know, which is not good. And another thing is that like the culture within the society needs to change. All can't be rich. Let's work together and make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of Africans that die in Western societies and they have family in Nigeria, but the ones in Nigeria, they don't understand your struggle. So they're thinking like, oh, you're making this amount of money, but they don't understand there's tax, you have bills, you have priorities and other objectives. So they're not as understanding. And we need to start thinking, okay, how can we do something in the long term that is sustainable? If you know you're going to give $80 every month or £80 or €80, give that one, and that's all you could do. Don't put yourself in a predicament where you're going to extreme lengths, you know? And we need to change our overall mindset and the way we see things. Because I do remember that guy, Hush Puppy. Do you remember him, Hush Puppy?
Was it in like Asia too? Or something?
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my God.
you see, I'm not saying you should commit crime, but the thing I did not understand about him is you are committing crime. Okay, why are you showing off on social media?
That's black people for you.
I don't understand that.
You know how much they found 40 million cash in Hush Puppy's apartment?
Why not? I'm not saying you should commit crime. If you're committing crime,
it's Marcel's turn to let him talk, brother. Okay, Sanka, just go on mute and let Marcel. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not saying we should condone crime. If you're committing crime, okay, go and sit down in the corner and be quiet. Don't be telling the whole world what you're doing. I am so flabbergasted. The guy was taking pictures on Instagram with footballers and athletes and other celebrities, and you know you're committing crime. Nobody can talk and say, brother, don't do that, or go back to Nigeria, go and stay there, go and pay the politicians or the police force to protect you with your crime money. Stay there and don't come out. Go back to Nigeria and stay there. But no, the guy had to be flashy. And if you want more, even that guy, this is a drug cartel in Mexico. The guy was helping the people within the city, and those people were protecting him because he was helping out the poor people. And if you want to do something, help other people so they will help you back. Don't be selfish. And that's the one thing I don't understand about the mentality. I'm not saying do bad things, but sometimes think a bit more and do things where you can help other people so they can protect you as well. That's the one thing I didn't understand about Hush Puppy. That mindset was so weird. But if you have the mindset to do certain things, because I've seen how some men, they know how to manipulate systems like credit card fraud. But if you know how to do that, learn how to code. Start your own website. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know, because that thing is not easy to do. So I'm very surprised by that stuff like that. But overall, we need to change the mindset and we need to tell people, listen, let's do it bit by bit and let's work collectively. It's not about us being on top. But if we work together as a unit, we can go further together. That's just my point.
Oh, sure. I'm just not in the mood I'm not taking a risk with trolls, please. I beg. Have mercy on me. Like, as you can see, Marcel has a pic. It's a profile pic. Sankara has a tree. It's a profile pic. Javi, just have something. Like, if you don't have a picture and you're trying to come on, it's a bit weird. Sorry for that. That's why I'm not bringing you up. Sankara, go ahead, brother. Floor is yours.
I think the Nigerian culture, it has a good part of it, which is minding your own business, but it can also backfire. So I think a lot of the issues, when Nigerian community travel abroad, everybody's minding their own business. So for example, they know who the criminal elements are within the community. But because of that culture where you mind your own business, it doesn't concern you, it backfires. For example, in Kenya, there was like Nigerian guys that came and they were literally sacrificing women for rituals. And you
In
know,
Kenya.
yes, and he went to the parliament where because it's never been done like that before. They were actually, they were, butchering women in Airbnbs for rituals.
Fuck.
The whole Kenyan parliament exploded. They wanted to ban every Nigerian. So I'm thinking, every community has a criminal.
Man.
But when you have crazy guys that go to that extreme length, you have to call them out. You have to give them to local police. Because if you keep quiet, it's gonna come back and bite you in the back. And then you cannot complain later. I'm talking about the hardcore criminals. These are the ones you have to give out. I don't care about, every community has got like, those ones that peddle here and there. Every community has, but these guys that are literally, butchering people for rituals, sacrificing people, crazy stuff. They have this crazy belief that if sacrifice people, they get money. This is crazy, man. Or those women, those people that are actually kidnapping women and then they start like a baby factories where they're selling babies for rituals. It's madness. The kind of things
That
that
is
some guys do.
madness.
Yeah, so
That
these
is-
kind of
that
guys,
is
hardcore
crazy.
guys, the community has to, and it has to start within the Nigerian community. You have to call them out, you have to give them up. But I think in the Nigerian community, they have that community where, like, as I said, everybody is good in a way, but then, the criminals can exploit that system, where they know that nobody, this is how they exploit, because in other communities, like if that was my brother, I would say give him to the police. I don't care, jail him for 50 years.
Fuck him. Yeah.
Yeah, I will give him to the
Shit.
police, brother. I know I am. I swear to God,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna have that guy, and then because I know he's gonna come back to me, he's gonna give me a bad
Yeah.
name,
Yeah.
So I think that's where the Nigerian community needs to change. That's the only part of it,
Mm.
And I know Igbos. I even saw a police in Thailand the other day, or was it on TikTok or on YouTube, where police, as soon as they arrested Nigerian city, you Igbos are giving a bad name. It's actually on YouTube. There's a high
Crazy.
general of
Really?
in Thailand.
Send it to me, please. If you can find
Yeah,
it.
he's a
'Cause
funny
I
one.
wanna-
Yeah, he's
We have
interpreted as a Nigerian guy.
I think I've seen it. I've seen it. It's like the guy was in a dark room or something like that.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, and the
Fucking
police say,
idiot.
you Igbos are giving Nigeria a bad name. I know you're Igbo, don't like
Fuck.
it. I was
Fucking
like,
idiots.
that means
Swear
that
to God.
I'm thinking, how does a Thailand police in Thailand know Igbos,
Igbos.
Yeah, he said you're
It's
Igbo.
bad. It's bad.
Yeah.
Javi,
know,
Javi, Javi, I'm going to come to you, brother.
Yeah.
Sakara, land your place so that because I want to make a couple of comments that everybody
Yeah, go
makes
ahead,
so
go
that I
ahead.
can
Yeah,
open
go-
up the-
Yeah. And I have this,
Okay,
I
cool.
know a lot of Igbo friends in UK. I have a lot of guys from Igbo community that I speak to. And I even challenge them. I say, why are you guys going to Singapore? And then you guys doing crazy stuff. But they tell me, they say Igbos like to dominate. We go anywhere.
I'll play off. No. Ignore that nonsense, please. It's dominate
Okay,
my
man.
ass.
Okay,
Dominate that
I'll let
nonsense. So let me explain something quickly. To Marcel's point, listen, brother, with all due respect, I don't know. I made a video where I was talking about if I was ever the president of Nigeria, what I would do to all these guys that go to other people's countries to destroy their fabric. I would honor life them. Marcel, my brother, to be with all due respect, you see, there are certain elements of our society that needs to be purged. Some people cannot be helped because you have to think. This might sound harsh, guys. This is the African dictator coming out of me because I believe Africans don't need democracy. Africa need. I don't know if you guys understand. We need, especially West Africans. I don't know about Southern Africans. Maybe Southern Africans are a bit more different. But I don't know how many of you know about Western Africans. Western Africans and Central Africans. We are not. We need. You understand? We don't. If you are one thing. Maybe Ghana is a bit different. Francophone is a bit. For English-speaking West African and Central African countries, we don't need kindness. We need koboko. You understand? Like Paul Kagame and all this nonsense. I know Congo has got his own shit. We need killers. Like Ibrahim Traore, like a military. So what I would do, if I was the president of Nigeria, if you go to South Africa, you go to Kenya, you go to India, you go to China, you go to Brazil, you go to America, and you are selling powder, and you are doing scamming, and you are doing baby factory and ritual in another man's life. God, why will I invest my money to rehabilitate you? Am I mad? That money could be used to build school. Are you catching what I'm saying? We can unmute. We're having a chat. Like, why the hell will I use money that could be used to build road to rehabilitate a criminal? Now, there are some criminals that I don't mind. Okay, you can, if you steal something here and there, okay, cool, whatever, rehabilitate. You're selling powder. You are unaliving people? Bro, you're beyond rehabilitation. I'm not going to waste money to put you in prison. That's a waste of space. You need to be used to feed animals because certain groups, so certain elements, because one thing we need to understand, certain people cannot be rehabilitated. You got to understand that. Like serial killers, you cannot unalive, you cannot rehabilitate them. They're beyond saving. They need to be treated as such because a lot of people don't understand this. Your public relation matters a lot. And the public relation of Nigeria right now is in the shitter. It's in the shitter. And it is self-inflicted. It is earned. Anyway, I'll open up to the panel. People can chat, comments. It's open. I'll be in the background.
But Kinsley, my question is, because what do we do about the smaller crimes? You know, because obviously there's the cocaine and there's the ritual killings, etc. But then, from my experience, from what I saw in Cape Town, when we were doing Cape Town New Year just last year, most Airbnb owners, they refused to rent houses to Nigerians because they say when you rent a house when you rent an Airbnb to a Nigerian, and then you come back, there are no towels, your soap dish is gone. Then they'll take the bed sheets, they'll take the iron board, and even a lady was doing a video crying. She's an Afrikaans lady, and she has this Airbnb in Cape Town, and she was seeking other Airbnb owners and telling them, this is what happened to me after I made this booking. Now I come back to my house, it's empty. It got serious to a point where there was a committee in Cape Town for landlords who are renting Airbnbs, and they were putting on WhatsApp groups, and they were saying we're not renting to Nigerians at all. So when you use the platform and you have a Nigerian name, maybe they can tell from, usually I can tell a Nigerian name. Most people can sometimes. So they'll just refuse to take the booking or refuse to proceed with the booking. So you see, it happens where there are the issues you're isolating, where there's big crime, but also still in the small crime, you're still performing well there. So people are now wondering, what is it that we will give a pass on? You know, we can't say, if they come here, they'll do cocaine. If they're not doing cocaine, they're still stealing from the Airbnb. I think other owners, it was a whole thread of chats that were leaked from the WhatsApp community. And when I was seeing them through the new year, everyone had some sort of complaint of something that was done to their property or just noise violations. And then, some Airbnb are also in some residential properties where maybe the Airbnb is on the second floor, but the third floor onwards is residential. And then, leaving bottles of liquor in the lift, such that even now the tenants of the building are asking that there should be no more Airbnb in this building just because of what is coming from there. So what do we do about this small crime as well?
But you see that issue, it's not based on manners and culture. Because sometimes what I've noticed, like, if you come from a poor background, you're not going to have the best manners and culture sometimes.
Yeah, but myself, my brother.
It's not justifying their behavior. I'm not justifying.
No, I get. I know you're not trying to justify, but myself, brother, we have to be. I hear what you're saying, but that's not an excuse, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if you catch what I'm dropping, brother. Like, I don't know if what Sakara, Praline, or even Javi thinks, or that's not an excuse. Who gives a shit whether you come from a poor background or not? There's a lot of people that come from poor backgrounds. They are not doing that stuff.
I have to agree with Marcelix. Like,
stealing towels. Towels is not even worth
petty
much.
crime shouldn't be treated the same as harsh crime.
Okay, go ahead, Praline.
You shouldn't have the same penalties when you shouldn't have the same penalties when you commit a petty crimes, and I'm not excusing the behavior, but it's not just aimed at Nigerians only. I can tell you for a fact, the company that I used to work for, my colleagues were stealing towels and stuff in hotels. So much so that, we got an email like, telling us, what's happening. That's in Joburg as well, in South Africa. What hotel was it? Was the a hotel somewhere in Four Ways, big hotel. Trust me. Muslims were doing that as well. So I don't think that...
It's not. I mean, I care about Nigeria. Let me make something clear. I'm not saying other people... I'm sure, people do crime. Even here, people do crimes all the time. I don't give a fuck. I'm Nigerian. You feel me? maybe that's okay. Maybe that's why I'm focused on Nigerians a lot, probably. I know that, of course, come on. Everybody does petty crimes. That's for sure. Most of the crimes committed in a country is done by the nationals of that country. That's a fact. But I still focus on Nigeria because that's the passport I have, bro. Like, if a Nigerian does something in somebody's country, I'm gonna pay for it somehow. You feel me? So that's why I focus on Nigerians' activities in other people's countries because that's what's gonna affect me directly. It may not affect you, you're Congolese, right? That's gonna affect me. So I think the petty crimes, that most likely has to fall on the police there because that's petty crime. You feel? I don't think I have the answer for that, but that's gonna have to fall into the authorities there, like the police or whatever. But on the big crimes that it makes the news, like that's the one that I can talk about because that's the one that makes the news. Like somebody stealing towels in a hotel or stealing, it's bad, but it doesn't really make that news if you guys catch what I'm dropping. But my point is this, and I'm gonna say this, then maybe if Sankara or anyone has a thought. Zooming out again, because again, I don't want to isolate it to what goes on just in one particular hotel or something, but I'm zooming out in general. I know you guys cannot see the numbers here, but it's the amount of Congolese people or Ghanaians or Cameroonians or Ethiopians or Somalians or even South Africans or Botswanans or whatever who are in prisons abroad does not match the number of prisoners that are Nigerian. It doesn't. And I'm bringing it back to the main point. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful to any Nigerian. They come from 3 main tribes: Igbo, Edo, Yoruba. That is the truth.
Hausa, are they do that? What about Hausa? Hausa was
No, they're usually
No.
they're in Nigeria most of the time. They don't go outside.
Kinsley, can I ask you something?
they don't go outside.
I'll come to you in a minute, my dear. But this is the truth. So the Igbos dominate from a wide, I would say out of 100%, Igbos are like 85%, bruh. Like, I swear to God, I don't know what it is with y'all guys, man. And I love Igbos. I don't know if you guys know, how much of you guys know. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. I am Ibibio. Keep in mind, Ibibio, Igbo. So there's some, I'm pretty sure I have some Igbo blood. I love that tribe. I look like them, heck. But, man, we gotta call out this shit. I did a reaction video that got blocked actually on YouTube on the criminal activities of some Nigerians in Asia, bro. Fucking hell, bro. Scamming people. The guys with Yoruba.
They're in Japan as
Like,
well who do that rubbish.
come
They're in Japan
on.
as well.
Kingsley, one time I was speaking
Bro.
to a Nigerian guy. He's Igbo, right? So he believes in Biafra, right? He doesn't even say he's from. He tell me he's from Biafra. So one day I asked him, I said, brother, you people go to Singapore, and they execute like 20 Nigerians, and then another 20 will come again. They never learn the lesson. I said, what is the mentality? You know that 20 people got executed last year for drugs in Singapore, and then another 20 is coming again. He told me they're stupid. That's the answer he gave me. But I challenged him.
It's bad because I mean, part of the reason why it's traveling with a Nigerian passport, and I'm not trying to trigger anybody because this is not about your feelings. I'm not trying to just like whether you agree with what I'm saying or not, you cannot deny Sakura, please wait, brother. Please wait. We cannot deny the fact that what I'm saying is the truth. There are criminal activities of Nigeria that permeates other people's countries, and it does affect us. It affects me. Heck, I don't like it. It does affect me. But anyway, with that being said, let me go to IT. IT, is it? Come again.
I-12.
Yeah, IT. Go on. I-12. Sorry, go ahead.
I-12. Kingsley, before I even go say what I have to say about this whole thing, because trust me, it has also affected me a lot. I'm Nigerian too. I've lived abroad for the past 15 years, right? I have also traveled to different places, and I have seen the way I'm being treated, as a Nigerian. Even at workplace, I'm a Nigerian, even in relationships as a Nigerian, right? Relationship with other people who are not Nigerians. But before I even go into all of that, my factors, what I think is actually happening, I want to ask you, because you said Yoruba, Igbos, and Benin. I want to ask you one question that I'm not sure of. Maybe you have a knowledge of it. Do you think that the Igbos and the Yorubas and the Edos have more population in Nigeria? And if not, why is it them that are committing more of these crimes?
I have my laptop.
Nigeria?
I don't know the exact population, but I can check. I don't know if somebody. Give me a minute. So Benin
Because
is,
if it's
Benin is Edo, right?
Benin is, the Edos are Benin. Benin is Edo. The Ishans are also in the Edo. There's so many other tribes that are within the Edo, but Benin City is like their main main states, if I'm to put
Okay,
it
so
that way.
I found some information. So Benin people have 2.3 million,
Oh shit.
roughly 2.3 million. My
Okay.
tribe, okay, my tribe, I am Ibibio.
Okay.
We have
How many
5
do you have?
million.
Okay, so you're more than us. Okay.
We are more than Ibibio. We are
Okay.
more. Now, that's Ibibio, right? I am half Ibibio, half Efok. So let's say Efok population
Okay. And then
in
check the
Nigeria.
Yorubas and the Igbos.
Yes. So Efok is not even a lot. It's over 750,000 Efok.
People.
So
Okay, that's not a lot.
so Benin is 2.3, right? Let's see Igbo
Yes.
population.
Okay.
Igbo population. These are estimates, okay? It's not
Yeah,
not precise.
estimate. Yeah, rough estimate.
So Igbo population is 35 to 39 million.
Oh shit.
That's a large number. So it's
they
one
have
of
a
the
large
major
number.
tribes.
Yes.
So Yoruba is
And then the
probably also the
Yorubas.
same.
Around the same, should be 30 to 40 million. Or
Yeah,
35.
because they're also one of the Yoruba population in Nigeria, 40 to 45 million.
Okay, so me, I'm partly Yoruba, I'm partly from Edo. So
Okay.
here is the thing why what I think it's happening, right? So for the Yorubas, the Igbos, and the Benis, yeah, the reason why outside of Nigeria, these people have been traveling for quite a long time. Like in my family alone, I'm not the first person that traveled. Like I'm not even the last person. So this tribe of people have been traveling outside of Nigeria for a very long time. And that's why they are well known outside of Nigeria. Now, what do I think is going on with the crime? Like us saying that because we have poverty in our country or, people are suffering, it's not a good enough excuse to say we will be doing all the things that we are doing. You understand? It's not an excuse. I think it's a character flaw, right?
Yeah.
They are too desperate for
money.
materialistic things. And the thing about life is that people don't know that money does not make you happy. Money just makes your life easier, a little bit easier. What's going to give you the happiness you're looking for is not even the money. Because there are rich people who are miserable. Trust me, I have met some. So it's not the money that's going to make you happy. There are people who live in a hut. They are happier than people who live in a mansion. So the idea of that Nigerians are just so, everything is just money, 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 money. I have to get money. I have to get money is the thing that has gotten them to this point whereby they are doing all the things that they are not supposed to be doing to get the money. They will get it from their partner. They don't just get it from random people. They will get it from even you as their friend. They will get it from even you as their brother. They will get it from even you as their girlfriend, their boyfriend. They don't care. They will burn anybody they need to burn to get the money. So the desperation is too high. That's my opinion. The desperation is too high. And if anything has to be done, like somebody quite said in the comment section, is that we need to start calling each other out because it's becoming too much. People are no longer giving jobs to Nigerians. I didn't do anything. Just because I am Nigerian, I get to be punished for what other Nigerians are doing. And that's not fair to me as a person. And no matter how much I try to do to erase that way that they view me and see me, right? It's almost like I'm constantly people pleasing. I already have my own shit in my own life, and then I have to carry a whole country on top of it and try to people please and try to, to make you feel like I'm not a bad person, to prove myself. I'm constantly proving myself. Why am I proving myself? Not because of who I am as a person, because I am Nigerian before anything first. You get? So you're constantly proving yourself. And I think that it's actually high time that we start doing better. Like, we cannot continue like this because we're burning ourselves. We're going to burn our next generation down. They cannot do anything. Nobody will want to do anything with them. So we have to check our character. And we are too loud. We are too loud. We are not the only ones who do these things, There are so many other country people who do these things more than us. We talk too much. We love to flash things too much. Now only you get money. Can you not have money and wear only white t-shirts without nobody knowing you have money? You get my point?
It's true. Yep.
Does everybody have to know that you have $1 billion in your bank account or $1 million in your bank? Who gives a shit? Are you feeding me? You are not feeding me. I'm not feeding you.
Yeah.
I don't need to know how much you have in your account. You don't need to know how much I have in my account.
You know what?
You don't need to come and be
sorry,
throwing in people's faces.
just to back what IT is. I want more. Sorry. You're gonna continue my dad. Do you know? Just to give you an example, I know a Nigerian guy here.
Yes.
Struggle. He got a good job in IT. Do you know what this motherfucker bought the first time? Because he started earning 10K plus. Good money. I-12. This guy will not hear what again. Eh?
No money.
Instagram, flexing wristwatch, new car, fancy. I'm like, bro, shut up and calm down.
There are people that obviously have more money than you. They are quiet. There are people that have money. They are quiet. Rich people are quiet. Like, Nigerians are just too loud with it. They are too loud with it. Like, honestly, we know say poverty in the country. I beg, now they hear my voice. I know a lot of them are going to go check my profile and maybe probably come for me. I'm the wrong person to come for because I not really send anybody at this point. Now, this is like all of us, they live, you know. The same thing that you are doing is affecting me as a Nigerian. I'm a Nigerian.
Right.
I have the right to speak about the country because it's affecting me where I am. It's
affecting
affecting relationships. Kingsley, do you know that? Let me tell you what happened to me 13 years ago. It was 13 years ago, 10 years ago. This is a personal thing, yeah? I dated this girl. She's born here in Canada. She's 7th generation, right? I went to her house, right? The moment she knew that I was Nigerian, do you know that the first day I stepped into her house, she carried her bag, purse, and went to go and hide it inside her house? Do you see that? Only because I'm Nigerian. I haven't shown her any way that I'm interested in her money. She's rich, obviously, at the time when I met her. But I haven't showed her anything about, oh, I want your money. But she went to hide her bag because I am Nigerian.
Crazy. Yeah. I've heard that. You know that Danish deception stuff that went crazy. I don't know if you heard of that Danish deception stuff.
Yeah. Yes, I heard that one.
And when you remember when that guy told her, oh, but I thought you were part of the scam because of you're Nigerian. I'm like, now, wow. Like,
it affects us a lot. It affects us. I feel like I don't even get it. I don't get it as much because I'm a woman. I wonder how men who are Nigerians who don't.
I can tell you, it's not easy.
Around.
It's not easy. I can tell you that for free. It's not easy. I mean, now it doesn't really bother me because hey, it is what it is. But where it really hurts me is that traveling. That's where it really, because I feel so dehumanized. It's so and the traveling because you cannot do anything about it because you have to be calm. You cannot be angry because then it just fuck you up. You know, and it's just the way they treat you. Like Singapore traumatized me, I can't lie, because that was the first time I experienced. Even when I went to Japan, it was because when I went to Singapore for business, it felt so. So when it was time for me to go back to Japan to go and do some business there for work, like legitimate stuff, right? I was a bit anxious because I almost canceled the trip because I was like, I did not enjoy how I was treated. But Japan was actually pretty smooth. But the Singapore one, I still remember it today. It's like the guy did not even look at. He just saw the passport. He did not look at my face. So, like, you know, when you go to passport gate, he just looked at the passport. He just did like this. He pointed, he gave the passport to somebody. Just
send this one back.
No, he said, take him to that room.
Yes. Send him to the back. That's what I mean. Send him to the back and do more interrogation.
So I went to the room. Then the guy asked me, why are you here? I'm like, Jesus Christ. I was like,
that's why for me, like when I'm traveling, I prefer to travel. I prefer to travel with my Canadian passport, right? Because with that, even if you see my name that is a Nigerian name, right? With the Canadian passport, you're not going to question me much. There's nothing to question. And also, you know, like when I also know this, you know that when you enter the airport, the moment you get into the airport, right? They're already watching everybody. There are people just sitting down, just looking at everybody's movement. They will call you to see, like, if your body, you know, your body movement is giving a sign that, you know, something is off. They will call you and interrogate you. But Nigerians really, really have to do better. Like, it's not making really sense. On all level, they have to do better. They are not doing well in partnership in a relationship. You know, they are not doing well when it comes to finances. Like, things are happening, Kingsley. There are so many things I don't even want to be saying. Like, a lot of things are happening. But Nigerians just have to know that regardless, there are still Nigerians that have love in their heart. Not be all of
There's
us.
a lot of
wicked.
Nigerians like that.
Yeah, not be all of us wicked. This wickedness is not going to lead us anywhere. It's only going to destroy us as Nigerians. So we have to start checking our character, because one thing that Nigerians love to do a lot is when you call them out on their bullshit, and they will start cursing you and bullying you. It's not because people hate you that they are calling you out. They're actually calling you out so that you can check yourself. Because if you can't check yourself, you cannot be out here moving like you own the world. You don't own the world. You get what I mean? You don't own the world. Everybody stands the chance to be corrected at some point. We share this place. You cannot just go into people's country and just be collecting whatever you like, do whatever you like, and just get the hell out. Like, there was one day here, right? I have a Nigerian friend, right? We went to like a store. So a white lady, opened the door for him widely. He's an Igbo man. And these Igbo people, the pride that they carry, I don't know where that pride comes from, but at some point you have to drop some things, because if it's not doing good for you in your life, what are you keeping it for? So some white lady opened the door for him widely. Do you know that this guy walked into that convenience store without telling the white lady that opened the door widely, thank you? And I was behind him, you know, and he's walking with me. I don't like to be associated with things like that. You get what I'm saying? I went mad on him. I'm like, somebody just had the door wide open for you to enter this convenience store, and you walked past the person like you did not notice that they opened the door. It's not like they opened it and left it. Kingsley, this woman had the door. He completely entered. No thank you came out of his mouth. I was so pissed. I cussed him out. And I said to him, I'm like, if you behave like this, you and I can never be seen together, because I mean, I don't go through too much as just Nigerian. Then I'll kind of carry Nigerians when get bad character, they follow me, they waka. Then people start looking at me as if, okay, you are also you are associated with that person that have no sense. You two, you don't have any sense. I cussed him out. I don't have time for bullshit. I cussed him out real good.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Javi, I'm gonna end the live stream because this was not planned. So Javi, Marcel, if you guys have like a quick thoughts, you could drop them. I might bring in one or two people just to, because they've been waiting for quite a while. I want to give them that respect.
It's good to see you back.
I'm not back, but I needed to come live to speak about this topic because, man, I was so pissed off, Joe. I'm frustrated because
how did you come up with this topic?
Like I said, I mean, I got frustrated, man. You know, the ongoing protest from the South Africans, mainly from the Ghanaians also, and just me seeing, because I'm very observant as well, you know what I mean? And just understanding, like, yes, while we have a lot of good Nigerians who do a lot of good things abroad, yes, that's a fact. But I also feel like we don't call out our criminal elements enough. We do not. Especially when it comes out to how it's affecting everybody, how it's affecting I-12, how it's affecting me, how it's affecting us, bro. And it's so sad. And I can hear the pain from I-12. Like, we just chill. We are cool. We're chill. Oh, yeah. But for God's sake, I have to deal with all these things like some idiot is doing, scamming people, doing those. Like, I work in corporate sales. I swear to God, I am one of the most polished guys you're ever going to meet. In fact, do you know that ever since I've been abroad, people assume that I'm because of the way I carry myself, they think I am, that's how bad it is. They assume that I'm like Black American or Black Brit. I have to actually correct them. No, I guess I don't see that as a flex. I say, no, I'm Nigerian, 100%. I always try to make them, I'm Nigerian. I'm a Niger guy, 100%. I don't run away from that. But the PR is so shit right now that it's like, now, luckily for me, I haven't felt in too much of that nonsense. I feel that more in traveling. That's the main thing. But I get jobs. It's not a problem for me. I speak multiple languages. I speak German, I speak French, I speak English. It's that traveling thing that really fucks me up, bro. Because that is so, I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that thing. Like, I was held in Singapore. I was held in Singapore for almost 3 hours. And do you know what even made it more embarrassing? I was traveling with some of my colleagues too. They were like, what the hell is good? Because that was new to them.
Wow.
You had some Europeans, you had some people from Colombia. They enter, bam, done. After another 2 minutes, done. Me, 3 hours. They were like, what the fuck? Are you okay? What go? So I had to now explain to them, and they were like, what? Oh, man. When they helped me in the room, I said, no, I'm here for work. Do you have your papers? I showed them the paper. Do you have a reason you're here? I'm like, I'm here for work. I had to send them all sort of things. They have to check this, check that. I was like, my God.
And another thing that I also forgot to touch on just now is that, Nigerians, at this point, we don't even have the right. We don't have the audacity to hate on any Nigerian. Even as Africans, at this point, we don't have any audacity to hate on each other. We all have to unite and just be calling each other out.
To be honest with you, I-12, I'll be honest, I don't believe, when it comes to Nigeria, bro, I'll be honest, might sound extreme, and I don't believe in unity. I believe there are some bad actors that we need to distance ourselves from. Like, I'll be honest, if the Igbos want to do their Biafra shit, go for it. I swear to God, I can't lie. And I love Igbos. I have some Igbo blood in me. I want Igbos to have Biafra. Let them have their own passport. I swear to God. Let the Biafra have their own passport, and maybe the other Nigeria have their own passport. I won't mind that. I swear I wouldn't mind that. Because holy fuck, bro.
I don't mind that either.
So that when they get arrested, so that when you get arrested, wherever you get arrested, right? It says, oh, this person from Biafra has been okay, cool. Hey, don't worry. Because now, as an Ibibio man and effort Nigeria, I am now in it. But anyway, let's give everybody a chance to make the Javi, Marcel, and then I told them we can end the live. Okay. Okay, cool. Javi, go ahead.
For me, I was saying the traveling thing is really such an issue, but it not only affects Nigerians, it's affecting all Africans, especially when we go to European countries, because they set you aside immediately based on your color. And then now they'll filter you on who's Nigerian, who's South African, but they'll filter you immediately based on your color. But now I feel like people, if you make it past the airport, you still have issues outside the airport based on your nationality, because already there isn't a reputation that you've built in those countries, especially in Asia. Asia, when I was in Thailand, I can tell you they are sick to the stomach. Most places, it's the same. It's the same trend I'm seeing in South Africa. In South Africa, it's so bad, such that, for example, myself, I had Nigerian friends, so they would ask you to book an Airbnb for them using your Airbnb account, because if they book themselves, they won't get. Also, if they have an Uber app, you will register your name on the app as John Smith or something else. Because if you use a Nigerian name and then now you ask for a car, drivers keep declining. And then when I ask for a car, I get a driver just there and then. So I'm just pointing out some issues that I'm noticing.
I relate. I see that. Yeah, I understand that.
I feel like people are stuck on the airport thing. No, the airport is just one filter. When you get in, there's still trouble after that. And that's why I was listening to what I Toff is saying, and my heart is breaking, because what must happen to the youth that now are getting work opportunities? Let's say you work for a multinational and you get headquartered in Johannesburg, for example. How must you survive? Or a Nigerian gets to work in the UK, etc. How must you survive based on this publicity that you're having and the PR that you're having? That is what pains me, is for the youth as well. Also, another one thing I need to mention is, because I had Aitof mentioning about, if I have the Canadian passport, then I'm okay. I would notice that mostly they get relaxed, but either way, if you are Nigerian, especially for men, women were much safer. They wouldn't bother women much. But if you're a Nigerian black man, you could have any passport. You could have any passport you want. You could have the United States passport. And the thing is, you're not carrying the passport on your chest, or it's not a pendant on your necklace. So either way, you're getting treated like that, no matter the matter, as long as you look Nigerian or you just have a Nigerian name. So I think the passport privilege issue, it just helps you with crossing the country, etc. But you can't escape the prejudice and the discrimination either way. So yeah, it's a bit sad. Yeah.
Yeah. No, thanks, Jab. You can drop, brother. I'm gonna end the live right after the last person speaks.
Maybe
Thanks
we
for
should all go
joining.
back home and go and fix. Kingsley, before you go, maybe we should go home and try and go and fix Nigeria from home first before they start coming here.
No, I don't think so. I say, listen, I think Nigeria. Listen, there's no Nigeria. I-12. You gotta understand that there's nothing like Nigeria. What we have together is just what we have right now is just a group of people that are forced together to exist. I don't believe there's a Nigeria. I believe there's like 3-4 countries in that country that needs to split. With all due respect to the Igbos, as much as I love you guys, I don't want to be in the same country with you guys. With all due respect. With all due respect, bro. Like, I love you guys, but I love you guys from a distance. Everybody have their own thing, do your thing. So that if you can be Biafra, I don't care. If you are Biafra, I don't give a shit. Listen, be Biafra, good. All the good things and the bad things, it goes to Biafra. If you have 50 billionaires, let it go to Biafra. I don't mind. I don't care. Do that. Dude, I don't care. Because right now, your criminality globally is affecting us, bro. It is really... Yoruba, Igbo, Bini or Edo, I don't know. I'm sorry for the mix-up. These 3 tribes, bro. You guys are really, 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 really affecting it. I don't see anybody from Middle Belt in criminal activities. I don't see people from my tribe in criminal activities. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but golly, from a relative standpoint, it is minuscule. I don't see people from even Fulani, as much as I'm not a fan of the North. I don't see Hausa Fulani people in doing this now. I mean, their blessing is in Nigeria, which I can tolerate it. You know what I mean? As much as I can tolerate it, you know. But golly,
but those tribes don't travel a lot now. Those tribes don't travel.
Yeah, I don't care. They don't travel a lot. They stay home. They're not causing basic. That's my problem. They're not causing basic. That's all I'm saying. They're not causing problem. I like that. I'd rather you stay home and stay wherever you are and don't destroy the PR of Nigeria because it's affecting us. It is.
It is affecting.
It is.
It has affected my life. I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting
too. Like, golly, bro.
Proving myself. I'm just
trying to live. I'm just trying to live.
Exactly. I'm just trying to live. That's it. I'm just trying to live my small peaceful life. But apparently, my curse is being Nigerian. I carry it everywhere I go.
But the thing though is like this. It didn't used to be like this way back. I think in the 90s, in the 80s, 90s, in the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, Nigeria was pretty cool. But since the internet, bro, a job.
But you also have to remember this new set of humans that are growing up, right? They are very desperate too. You know that, right? And they are very loud. They talk too much. They talk way damn too much. They flaunt way too much. Like, bro, we know the internet is here. The internet has always been here. Old generations don't talk as much as these people talk. They talk too much. Everything they talk about it. Like, just close your mouth. Because there are other people, even the white people, when they talk, say, white people, they do scam. Now, then scam pass. Now, they be the biggest.
They don't talk about it.
Do you see that talking about it?
Asians scam a lot. Even Asians have a large scamming. They don't talk. We talk
They don't talk about it. We they learn for where all those people. We are learning in our scamming. The highest scammers in the world are not black people. The highest scammers in the world are not black people. But y'all talk too much. Make the money and be quiet about it. I ain't gonna tell nobody not to do what they want to do, but don't be loud because you are affecting people who are living a normal life and just working legit job. You are affecting our lives. That's all I got to say. Clearly, thank you so much for bringing this topic up.
My pleasure. You guys be well, okay? I'm good. I don't know when next I'm a bad guys. You know, I'm not active, but I'm sick of this nonsense, bro. I'm genuinely sick of it. Because I don't know. I follow the law. I do my bidding. I'm a productive member of society wherever I go. I'm a polished guy. I love my culture. I'm a proud Nigerian man. But I try my best because this maybe it's because my mom is a retired diplomat. So whenever I'm abroad, I try to represent my flag in the best way possible. You know what I mean? In the best way possible. I do not engage in nasty behavior because I know that I am carrying multiple flags. I'm carrying Nigerian. I'm carrying a black man flag. I have to represent well. But when you go out and you're just fucking scamming people, destroying people, selling drugs, I just saw that you guys are now doing rituals in somebody's country now. Are you fucking mad?
He's crazy, man. That's ridiculous.
What the fuck are we doing?
It's ridiculous.
I just heard from somebody. I don't know. I don't remember. Is it Javi or Sankara? You are doing rituals in somebody's country.
Yeah.
You're kidnapping people in somebody's country and chopping them up. Are you mad?
They've lost their mind. You have no idea. These people have lost
Are
their
you
mind.
mad? What the fuck?
They've lost their mind, Kingsley. I don't think anybody can help them, to be honest, at this point. We just
What?
need a dictator. A dictator that, like you said, right? Some people don't even need to stay in prison. All you just have to do is just take them out. There are some people in this world that are just taking up space. We just need to eliminate them. Like, don't take up space. Don't even take up space in the prison. Just take them out. Simple. Let them come again and try if they will be better. There's no better. There's no better. We are tired. It's literally affecting innocent people. It's nasty. It's nasty. And they don't care. They don't care. The Igbos are the worst. They don't care. I mean, the Benis, the Edos, I know in my place, our girls, they say we do prostitution. They say we do prostitution. At least I'm using what I have to get what I want. You understand? So that is not robbing anybody. That is actually trade by barter.
I would even prefer that, to be honest with you.
Exactly. I would prefer that. That's an agreement. You meet me, you
I
say
would
you want
prefer that.
I tell you pay. You pay, you get what you want. I get my money, I walk away. There's nothing wrong with prostitution because prostitution is the oldest business on earth. If you are in Kingsley's life, please, let's do better. Let's help ourselves as a people, because we really need this for our next generation. We don't want to spoil things for them.
Not for next generation. For me, bro. Fuck that shit, bro. I don't know.
For me and my next generation.
No, for me.
Now I have nephews.
Yeah. We give the next generation tomorrow. I beg, stop. We're alive now. We want to have a good life now. Stop that nonsense. Good to have you, my dear. Like, I'm pissed off. Shit. What do you mean next generation? I'm 31. I'm a young guy. Shit. I want a good life now. What the next generation care? I better go calm down.
My brother.
That's all. You'll be well, my dear, okay? Be well.
Be well, bro. I greet you.
What? Like, genuinely, man, I'm so sick of y'all.
Oh, God, how do I discuss?
I am sick of y'all, man. Genuinely. I had to come out of retirement to make this live stream, bro. That's how bad it is. Your Igbos you guys gotta tighten up. You Igbos gotta tighten up. I said what I say. What the fuck, man? God damn. Hey, Wonder Whitney, what's up, man? You good? You guys are going to people's countries now and doing money ritual in people's country. Are you mad? See, that's why for me, I've always said it to people. There's nothing like Nigeria. There's no Nigeria. I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. Majority of the criminal elements you see that you say Nigeria comes from 3 main tribes. In fact, I would say 2. Because the Edo people, if anything, the girls do more prostitution, which, hey, prostitution is the oldest job in the world. You feel me? Prostitution is the oldest thing in the world. It's existed since Jesus Christ's time. So I'm a bit iffy on that. But you Igbos and you Yorubas, especially you Igbos, man, I swear you guys do the most. From the drug trade, to the powder trade, to the money rituals, kidnapping and unaliving people in their own... Are you... What? Like, when I hear some of these things, you guys, I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I love the Igbos, man. I'm Ibibio. But I am sick of this shit. Because your activities are affecting me. Try and travel with a Nigerian passport now. Try and travel with a Nigerian passport to any country. Let it be Asia, let it be Europe, let it be Arab, let it be Middle East. I guarantee you're gonna spend like 3 hours in immigration, proving that you're not a criminal. Even if you're coming for work or business, it don't matter. You're Nigerian. Done. I'm pissed off because we are doing things to represent Nigeria in a good way. What is the ratio of Igbos to Ibibios in the world? Madam, stop stealing and stop killing. I don't give a shit about ratio. I don't care about ratio. Don't try and ratio your way out of accountability, for God's sake. And I like the Igbos. I do. But we cannot deny that a lot of the criminal activities that we have facing Nigeria comes from the Igbos, bro. For fuck's sakes. What are we doing? My mother used to work with the prisons. Go to the prisons around Europe, the prisons in the USA. I'm not saying other tribes of Nigeria are not involved, but the large chunk. So don't talk about ratio. What the fuck are we doing with that? You're trying to ratio your way out of this? I have to deal with the profiling and I have to deal with the mood profiling. I'm sick of it. Now, most Nigerians are decent people. Most Igbos are decent people. Most Yorubas are decent people. Most Edo people are decent people. But we cannot deny the large and loud criminal behavior that come from your tribes. Because it's affecting us. It's not fair. It's not fair, man. You have some Nigerians that are working. You have a lot of Nigerians like myself. We are abroad. We are doing good. We are working hard. We are paying taxes. We are following the law. We are contributing. And then you have the other group doing drugs, doing powder, getting arrested, doing this, doing that. And we all know negative goes faster than positive. And now we're all put in a whole box. And I, as an Ibibio man, as a Niger Delta man, I have to now deal with this shit that Chukwudi did in Singapore. Now I have to deal with it. Fuck. All right. But so let me make something. So one thing people need to understand, there's no grape festival in Nigeria. Because I see a lot of you guys keep putting that in. There's nothing like a grape festival. All right, you guys go to chill on that. What you call the grape festival was not a grape festival. Okay, come online. Let me explain. Because I know that there are some people that don't like Nigerians and they're going to hold on to certain things and use it. Let me explain to you what happened. Okay. So, Malema, let me explain something to you. Okay. So, that festival, okay, it's called Ozuru Festival. Okay? So that festival, let me ask you guys this question. What happened in that festival is atrocious. That's for sure. But why do you think that festival went viral this year and didn't go viral in the past years? TikTok has existed for a long time. The reason it became what it became was because the festival has been held for, I think, for decades now. It was a marriage festival for couples that were looking to get pregnant, for fertility. But what changed this year was that they were not hiding it. God damn it. Let me explain. What happened is that the people that used to organize it changed. And the new chief, not like the high priest, he decided to change it into something else. That is why it went viral this year and it didn't go viral. It was a fertility event held in Ozoro. It's not called a grape festival. The name is Ozoro Festival, held in Ozoro. It's a place in Delta State. So it's not a grape festival. Nigeria does not have a grape festival. Let me ask you this question. If it was a consistent thing in Nigeria, it would have gone viral. Why did it go viral this year and didn't go viral last year? They were not hiding. Even this is how you know it's not a normal thing. That man has been arrested. The men that were involved have been arrested. That's it. Now it's a bad thing, but it's not a grape festival. Oh yeah, let's go to the grape festival. It doesn't exist. But I wanted to explain that to you, Malema. I didn't mean that to be. I felt like I needed to clarify that. It's a bad thing. Okay, it's not. What happened was terrible. But yeah.
Okay.
It's not a grape fest. There's no like. You guys gotta understand something. Like, ask yourself this question: if it was a grape festival in Nigeria and it only went viral in 2026, why do you think it didn't go viral in 2025? They don't have funds. They only got funds in 2025, in 2026. Come on, man. But anyway, I want to think about.
I was wondering, why is it so viral, and is it really true, and what are the law enforcement doing about it?
Yeah. I mean, it is now. We all know it's. I don't think it's a yearly festival too, Stella. I don't know. But the thing is, it's definitely the law enforcement is weak. We know that. Someone's asking me, what's your points? If you cannot understand English, it's not my fault. But anyway, Malema, I think they've been arrested. You know, the organizer has been arrested. So that's what I know for sure. But there's not a grape festival in Nigeria like that. Come on. But I know people are going to believe what they want to believe, so I'm not going to waste too much time. But I want to go back to the main point. Do you want to speak on the main point, Malema, or is there something else you want to? I want to bring you back to the main point. Did you see it?
No, I just wanted to add up on this thing. You know, it's so degrading for people who are trying to survive legally and to make clean money. Then you get these people who are so into evil and they don't care about even anyone, even their own brothers. They are putting them in trouble and causing trouble for them. They don't even mind to kill their own brothers. And then they expect people to be lenient and understanding and accepting them while they are evil to their own blood brothers. Do you think you can trust and be surrounded by people who are evil to their own? And when you call them out, it becomes an attack. Where's the parliament, your parliament there? They are not even putting an action and trying to stop them. They are encouraging them by putting this dream of, if we're not going to be calm and accept them, they will close the borders, they will stop doing business with us. We have nothing to lose. We just need respect and things to be done in a legal way. Then we can work together if everything is in line and everything is transparent. But with so many things that are happening, we don't even know whom to trust anymore, because the government has really failed us. I worked in a health department for 21 years. You will find that in the hospital, 37 beds, 30 is foreign nations and mixed nations, and 7 is South African. The treatment has to be even, because
I
most
mean,
of the things that
no, but I mean, is the hospital in Quota? I mean, come on. If I don't know that, I don't know if that's a valid point. Again, I'm not saying I don't know, but I'm just saying logically, if somebody goes to the people, don't people go to the hospital when they feel sick? So do they allocate hospital beds based on nationality or what?
it's mixed foreign nation because everything is for free. They come from outside borders and then they come here for free services. You'll find the list of operations that they were supposed to be done this side. In other countries, they will come here so that they do it for free, then they go back home. Even deliveries, they will come to deliver and then go back home. And a person will come 5 times every year. Like, she'll be 21. By the age of 27, she's already having 7 babies delivered in South Africa.
Who wants 7 kids? My
7
God.
kids at the age of 27.
Jesus. Oof, that's a lot, huh?
And the hospital is always overcrowded. And they demand things. You know, the list of operations that maybe needed to be done. The very same doctors will squeeze them for operation and cut out these ones who are emergency. They make them emergencies just because services are for free and they cannot do it somewhere. They come to government services because it's free and they know they cannot afford to pay the side where they come from.
Gotcha. Thank you so much,
The
Malema.
hospital will be out of beds because there is people who are admitted and some they can't even go home because they don't have a place to stay. They'll have to be treated until they are fine.
No, gotcha.
And they get
Malema,
services for free.
okay. Thank you, Malema. Let's go to Talox. After Talox, I'll end the line, okay? Thank you, Malema. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Thank you.
All right.
Talox, go ahead, bro. Yes, welcome.
Yes, brother. How are you?
Hey, life's good, man. I came out of retirement.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you well.
Okay.
I can hear you. I don't know if they can.
Yeah,
but go
I just
on.
wanna agree. Okay, I just wanna agree with Malema. Yeah. Malema she says she used to work in a hospital. Yeah, I stay in Utenake. Utenake is like at the bottom of South Africa, like in Port Elizabeth. My girlfriend was giving birth last year on the 19th of April. She was doing a C-section. In that maternity ward, there were 3 South Africans in that room, and the rest was Somalians. Somalians do not take contraceptives.
I heard
So
that.
what is she saying? Yeah, they don't take contraceptives. So what is she saying that each and every year, it's very possible with Somalians, if you see them in town, their children are like steps. Each and every year, they are giving birth to someone. It's true, my brother. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And yeah, also, my brother, you know, I do not know how other nations caught up with this thing of xenophobia in South Africa. It's not even xenophobia. This all started when these Igbo guys coronated a king in East London.
Oh, they did that there too. They did
That's
that in
how it
Ghana.
started. Exactly. They did that in East London. These guys, they coronated a king for themselves. They are Igbo king in East London. They hired a place which is secluded. Inside there, it's like a resort of some sort. they coronated a king for themselves. Now, that is how this thing it all started. Now, how do you come from another country and you come to another country because now everything for you is relaxed, you get whatever you want and whatever. Now you somewhat now take and say this one is gonna be king for us. How do you have a king in another man's land? I know that they did that in Ghana.
Yeah, the Ghana one actually opened my eyes. Like, what the fuck? That's disrespectful.
Yeah, exactly. You know what, my brother? I love Nigerians, ne? They are bold, they are big, they have this ego. Why is it now with all of those qualities, these guys, they are defeated by that small Tunubu guy, that president from Nigeria? How do you guys not be able to overthrow this Nigerian president? Because he's not doing anything for you guys. With all of this confidence, we see you around here. You have confidence, you are tall, you are big built, you are thing, but you get defeated by that old man. How old is he now?
I think 80 something or something. I can say.
Exactly. Exactly. You see, us South Africans, we are doing this without even our president say anything because we are united.
He's 74.
We defeated apartheid like this. Exactly. We defeated apartheid like this. If you are telling us that we must not march on the street, we do not know how to not fight. The only way we know how to fight is to march on the streets. Our presence should be felt. That is how you grab the whole nation and the whole world. Because now we march on the streets, now you are telling us we are uneducated, we're supposed to fight in the boardroom. We are not going to fight in the boardroom. The drugs are getting sold on the streets. We know where they're getting sold. We've been tolerant with these Nigerians, but guys, I understand there are legit Nigerians everywhere, but we have more. The only country that we have a problem here in South Africa is Nigerians. Ghanaians, I don't know how they caught up with this thing because Ghanaians have been here even before Nigerians. In 1993, Ghanaians have been here. They were professors, they were doctors, they were everything. Ghanaians. I don't know how they caught smoke with these Nigerians because most Ghanaian men I know or people of Ghana, they are well behaved and they don't have all this ego type of thing. Thank you very much, my brother.
No, thanks. I'm just listening. Thank you. Because I'll be honest. I haven't. The reason I listen, because again, I'm not South African. As you can imagine, I'm Nigerian, so I have to. My automatic instinct was, especially 2 years ago, was could you please mute our sister? My automatic instinct was, jealous. But then as I get older, and I start listening to what people actually say, and I have some family members that live in South Africa, and they told me, no. Like yesterday, I had a conversation with a family member of my very close family. And she told me, the South Africans actually have a case. You understand? She's Nigerian. She's a upper class. She and her husband, director, one. She told me, no. She told me this is what actually changed my perspective. She was like, no, the South Africans have a case that if you go even in the day, because she used to travel. She told me that if you go to the daylight to go to, she mentioned a place, I don't remember, but she said, even if you go in the day, you see, she said Nigeria and Congo. Those are the two places. She's like, you see a lot of Nigerians and Congo doing illegal stuff, so they have, that was when I was like, oh, okay, cool. Maybe I'll just shut up on this and I'll stop talking about it. I'll just shut up. But she told me, like, it's a thing. They have a,
and now,
but they have a case.
What we are fighting for is that we are very worried. Yeah, we are very worried now because what happens with this now is that Nigerians, they come to South Africa. I hear someone says they are taking our women. It's fine, man. Nigerians are good-looking brothers. It's fine. But you know what they do? They will marry a South African girl, get an ID, and then leave the girl here, take the child, send it back to Nigeria, and then they will go to Europe with a South African ID. Because a South African ID it says a lot than a Nigerian ID, than a Nigerian passport, you understand?
Good evening.
Okay, lawyer, please, see, you gotta wait your
Just for a minute, just for a minute, please.
Are you Nigerian? You are Nigerian, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a Nigerian.
I knew it. You just fucking. But you gotta wait your fucking turn, brother. Lawyer, brother, you're giving us a bad. Oh, but do you see what you're doing? Oh, you gotta wait, man.
I just
Ah,
wait.
you see,
I just want to say two
See,
things. I
you
just want
see,
to
you
say-
see how you just fucked. You see how you just fucked.
He's doing exactly. No.
he's doing exactly what we are talking about.
He's doing exactly what they
Everyone
do.
came and waited.
Number one.
That man just comes. We are all crazy for waiting here.
Lawyer,
don't
wait,
expect-
lawyer, wait,
don't expect
lawyer,
progress.
lawyer. Okay, lawyer, wait, lawyer. Okay, ancestor, wait, ancestor. Okay, guys, you see, you guys gotta chill. You see, you guys just fucked over everything that I was talking about. The South Africans came in, they were chill. The Nigerians came in, came off mute. Even the Congolese guy that came in, he waited. You guys gotta chill. Okay, but Tandops, go on, land your
That's
plane.
what-
Then I'm gonna make your land. So then I go to Miss Pala. Then I go to
Yeah.
Ancestor. Then we can have open panel. But yeah, go ahead.
Sure, no problem. That's what I'm talking about. You see, even if they go to hospital, there's foreigners. They don't even like to stand on the line. They are very impatient people. But anyway, I'm not saying that. Now they travel with the South African passport because the South African passport has a credibility. Because you can go to other countries. Because now I hear Nigerians cannot go to Dubai.
Yeah,
It's true. So
everywhere.
what Nigerians, they will go. Exactly. They will go to a country where it's open for them, fuck up everything, and degrade the passport, and then they leave to other countries. Because us South Africans, we like being in South Africa. We like being in South Africa. We have people that work in abroad, but we like here. We have nice universities here. We have everything here. This country is good. Now, the only people who are going to fuck up this country are other nations, but primarily it's Nigerians, the Igbo brothers.
Okay, good. So okay, let's go. We'll come back to let's give a chance to everybody to speak. So Miss Bala, go on. Please keep the other people got to speak. So let's keep it brief. So 1 minute, please, Miss Bala. Then we go to answer. Sorry, then we go to Lawyer, so that we can have an open panel and everybody can go. Okay, let's keep it respectful, please. Keep it. This is not a drama page. I don't have time for that. Keep it respectful. Go on.
I think the issue that a lot of countries are having with Nigeria is the arrogance that they come with. You know, sometimes as a people, as a person, if you do not have a teachable spirit, you will never have a point of correction. In South Africa, we are a cosmopolitan country. We have so many people that are living here. So many people. Not to say that we don't have other issues with other nations, but we have serious problems with Nigerians because they are extremely disrespectful. I'll have to be honest. Do you know that we can have braais or parties where we are chilling, where there's so many other African people, but the minute Nigerians come, it is chaos. It is okay to say, you know what, I recognize that we have made a mistake and we are sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are all Africans for Pete's sake. You understand? Why can they not just say, look, we understand we've made a blunder here. Let's work to fix things going forward. But instead, you want to double down on nonsense. It's not only just giving Nigeria a bad name, it's giving Africa a bad name. And I'm not blaming Nigerians, but it's giving Africans. We need to be able to carry ourselves in a way that we represent the continent, not just our tribes, not just our countries, but the continent itself.
Yeah, got you. Thank you, Miss Bala. Let's go to Ancestor. After Ancestor, then we're going to go to Lawyer, then we're going to go to New, then we can have an open chat, okay? Go ahead, Ancestor. Ancestor, now that I put you on and call, okay, go on. Welcome.
Okay. Good evening, the house. The problem, you see, in Africa, I don't think we have issues, but
We do.
what the really problem we having is people who owns us as a happy slave, because we all are just happy slaves. Talking
So-
about Nigerians, just Nigerians, they saw it coming. That's why now the game is survivor the fittest.
No,
That is the game.
Ancestor. No, that's not the game. No, we have to stop. We have to stop, brother. With all due respect.
Okay, okay,
I'm
okay.
no,
Check out.
Ancestor, I'm Nigerian. Please, we need to stop. We do have problems.
Okay.
Nigerians.
No,
have
the problem
problems.
the
We need
problem
to
is
stop.
general.
Let's
The problem is
let's
general.
go. Let's go. Okay,
African-
but I'll let you talk. I'll let you talk. Ancestor.
Africa, we
Go.
have problem. We have problem in Africa. This problem we have in Africa, we thinking that we are the problem of ourselves is very big lie, because we are being programmed to be nonsense, to be poor. You understand?
Okay.
So what you see going on in South Africa, despite what is going in South Africa, is all programmed because these people, the empire, they have their agenda. Because what you are listening today, your media, your TV, everything.
I'm sorry, guys. I dropped him. I was talking a lot of bullshit. One thing I don't like, I dropped it. I'm sorry. I don't have time. I don't have time for boss. If you guys know me, I have very little. I'm barely on TikTok. So when I come on TikTok, I want to have proper conversations. I am big on accountability. Nigeria does have problem. Nigeria has a reputation of causing chaos wherever we go. If we don't have it, if Nigeria did not have a reputation of causing chaos wherever we go, a lot of countries would not be blocking us from coming to their fucking countries, guys. Like this is what I don't like, this ego talk.
True.
This ego talk. We need to stop it. Because I'm speaking about this because it affects me, bro. I travel a lot for work. I am in corporate sales. I'm not a slouch. I am a corporate sales, enterprise sales guy. I travel a lot for work. I know. I feel this.
No, it's like that.
Traveling is a pain in the ass as a Nigerian. Anyway, let's go to lawyer, then we go to Neo so that we can have a chat. Go ahead, lawyer.
Okay, good. Thank you for the recognition. Good evening, everybody. Now, number one, to the man up there, please. I don't know who you
No
are.
personal attacks. No personal attacks.
No,
please.
no. But don't insult the president. Even if the citizens of Nigeria are not happy with him, you don't have that right to insult him, to call him that small boy, or to call him this or that. That is number one. Now, number two, we have over 371 tribes in Nigeria. So if you're trying to paint, because from what you said the Igbos, later you're talking about Nigerians. Now we have 371 tribes, and you are trying to, put everyone in that box and say Nigerians. I, for once, right, I don't have any, what's it called? I don't have any reasons to travel to South Africa. In fact, when one of my friends got married to a South African lady, right, he told us that, oh, let's go to South Africa, let's storm his party. And I was like, no, I don't like that place.
This
I
is
don't want to go there.
this is not about South Africa, by the way, lawyer. This is about global.
No. Yes, no.
Just to correct. Okay.
Yes, no. It's not about South Africa, but I just told him I don't want to go. Not because I have any hate for the country or thereabout. You understand? But I believe there is this situation going around right now about Nigerians traveling all over the world and causing chaos and all that. But please, if you want to mention the Nigerians, right, mention the ones that you know. Mention the one causing chaos around the world. Like, for example, now in India, if India closes their border against Nigerians today, I know the tribe who are responsible for all this chaos in India.
True.
You understand? And in fact, I am waiting for India to close their borders, because every time you see on the news, Nigerians are being arrested, 10, 15 in their numbers. And the question remains that why this particular tribe or that tribe are causing this chaos, affecting other 370 tribes in Nigeria. Do you know what it takes to have 371 tribes in Nigeria? I'm talking about there are some Nigerians that are even in Cotonou. There are some Nigerians in Togo. There are some Nigerians in Sierra Leone. There are some Nigerians in Liberia. Even in Ghana, there's a settlement of Nigerians in Ghana. So if you're talking about Nigerians, you're talking about, for example, like me now, and if anybody sees me, they'll say, oh, this guy is a drug pusher, despite the fact he's a lawyer. Doesn't make sense to me. And I can't go around the world trying to protect my image, because I know my brother is out there doing the wrong thing. Now, what have we done in our own country to correct this? That is what I want us to even talk about. Let's do this thing inwardly and see on how we can correct it. We are trying, but trust me, our best is not good enough. Because this thing, it keeps growing stronger and stronger. And for heaven's sake, we are humans. Things like this are bound to happen. You can't change anybody overnight. You can't stop anything overnight. It will definitely happen. But on how we can curb this situation is what we're trying to do. So if you come here to say, oh, Nigerians are dog dealers, Nigerians are this, Nigerians are that, it's affecting me personally, because you're trying to label me what I'm not. And thank God you mentioned a tribe that, oh, the Igbos. Now the Igbos are my brothers as well too.
Me too. I love them.
Yes,
Yeah, me too.
I can't come here to castigate my Igbo brother, because there are so many Igbos out there that are doing legitimate jobs. I'm working. In fact, most of my top clients are Igbos. That's why the fact I'm from Yoruba tribe in Nigeria. Most of my clients are Igbos, and I work with them. These people, they sweat every day to make a living. So if you're trying to down on these people, you're killing their morals. Despite the fact you're mentioning Nigerians now, you're still killing the morals of some good Igbo people that are into
Okay,
big
but
business.
lawyer, I have to I have to move to the next person anyway. But I'm going to push back on you. I don't think this is where this is where I tend to get really a bit offended, a bit angry when people don't get what I'm trying to say. It's not about morals. I don't give a damn about keeping anybody's moral. Did they think of our morals when they were selling drugs? Did they think of our morals when they were doing scamming? Now, the truth of there's something that I've always said. Facts don't care about your feelings. We need to stop our. That's why maybe that's why I can have this conversation and I'm good. I don't put emotional stuff, because if you truly cared about, why are we worrying about the bad actors of society who did not think of us when they were doing the negative things? Ask yourself that question. Why is it, lawyer? Why is it your responsibility and my responsibility as Nigerians to think of other people's morals when they are in other people's countries doing scamming, doing killing? Did they think of us?
Exactly.
No.
Now, let me give you...
No. Most Igbo people are fantastic people. I know that. I have some Igbo blood in me. I am Ibibio. We share border with Abia State, right? I know that. But we cannot ignore, and I think this is where we take away from the focus of what I'm talking about. There is a large chunk of Nigerians that come from 3 tribes. You may not like this. Igbo, a large chunk Igbo. The second, in my opinion, is Yoruba, the scamming, and then you have the Edo people. The Igbos have the major chunk of it, and that affects me and you. You are Nigerian. You're clearly an upright citizen. I'm actually an upright citizen. That's the truth. But it affects all of us. But we have to start calling it out. This is not about defending morals. I don't care about that. Bro, try traveling with a Nigerian passport, man. It's horror. It is horror.
I know. I'm chaotic. I know everything. In fact, let me check. Okay, like, should I bust your bubbles?
No, you don't need to. You don't need to.
Days ago,
Zoom.
Yeah, a few days ago, they busted, what's it called, a warehouse filled with tramadol and codeine and the rest like that. Do you understand? From somewhere, from a tribe, right? See, we deal with this every day. Do you get what I'm saying? If you go to the courtroom today, we have a series of different cases. In fact, it gets to a point and you ask yourself, can you people stop? Just stop. Even if it's for a day, just stop. As I'm talking to you, right, I would see the moment India announces that we are closing the border against Nigeria and they've recalled the ambassador right here in Nigeria. Trust me, you will see Nigerians, they will forget who caused all this chaos, and the next thing you start hearing, oh, the governments are wicked, the government is not doing anything, the government are not protecting the citizens. How are they going to protect the citizens? Whereby every week, India, they arrest over 10 to 20 Nigerians. Look at Seychelles, for example. Look at Seychelles, a tourist, country where people go there to flex, just enjoy yourself. Now they are restricting us from visiting that place because of some certain people. Look, yes, Seychelles. Look at Cape Verde.
In Seychelles.
Why, church? Yes, now we are restricted. I think they removed the 3 months or 90 days.
Man, that is fucked up, bro.
And Thailand now, if you go to Philippine now, the Philippine ladies are complaining. They are complaining. So you see, we are trying our best, but I'm not here to castigate my people or talk down on my people. But we are trying our best to make sure that
that's crazy. Anyway,
people going outside this country.
Lawyer, I agree. Let's go to Neil. Let's go to Neil. Then we go to so we can have an open panel for like 10 minutes, and then I can close. Go ahead, Neil. Then, lawyer, I agree with you, but let's go to Neil. Go ahead.
Okay, greetings. As a South African, I just want to say that what I know from South Africans is that we grew up with nothing on Nigerians. We didn't have all this tension with them. We grew up watching their movies, listening to their music, until reality kicked in some few years back. The problem with Nigerians, not all of them obviously, is that they're prideful, like they don't want to admit when they're on the wrong side. They always carry that attitude, that specific attitude, that we will go with this attitude. We did this, yes, we admit, but we'll still continue doing it. They have that mindset, And the thing is, they're affecting every Nigerian because we can't differentiate between the tribes. We can't
Yeah.
differentiate between the tribes. You know, Nigeria has many tribes.
Yeah.
So like we cannot even say that, okay, this is the group that does this is the group that does this. We see a group of Nigeria, a certain group of Nigerians as it acts as like on our side. That act of that certain group, it will determine like the whole of Nigeria for us. So like what is done by
sorry, Neil, sorry to interrupt you, brother. I'm just looking at this Seychelles Vice President Ahmed Afif was prompted to give the reason for banning Nigerians when he addressed the press about the issue. He stated that the surge in drug trafficking and fraudulent behavior was the main concern. So we have just been banned from Seychelles.
See?
Go ahead, Neil. Sorry, Dora. My
See,
God.
it's always the same thing.
Let
always
Leo
the same
speak.
thing.
Guys, please. What, please, order. Neil, sorry to touch you, but go ahead. I'll give you like 1.5 minutes, okay?
Yeah, honestly, I really don't have a lot to say, you know. That's just what I want to say. And I want to ask, like, why are most Nigerians like this? Like, why are they so prideful and just don't want to, like, sometimes do the right thing, you know? Because, like, they always agree on the same thing, you know? Even if it's wrong, even if it's way wrong, they will never admit to do the right thing. They're always sometimes, like, they always support each other in doing the wrong. There are very few to none people who actually admit that, okay, this is bad. Like you just admitted a few minutes back that, okay, these actions are bad. You know, it's very hard and rare to see a Nigerian admit that this act is a very bad act, you know. So, and that it's really going to affect a lot of Nigerians in the future. Right now, it may seem as if everything is nice and okay. These attitudes and these behaviors, you know, they're going to affect the whole of Nigeria with this. And that's a fact.
Oh, thank you. Let's go to Sonlo. Sonlo, go after Sonlo, and then we can have an
Hi.
open panel so that lawyer can talk and everybody can speak, okay? Sorry, I'm trying to make sure everybody gets it. It's hard when you have 6 people on the line. So, Sonlo, go ahead, dear. Go ahead.
Sure. Hi, I'm Nigerian. I just want to give some context. So I live in the States, and I've also lived in the European Union and in South America. Now, I want to say a few things. First of all, how you do anything is how you do everything. I want to repeat myself. How you do anything is how you do everything else. When you think about how we behave internally as Nigerians, how we behave internally in the country, like I wrote about Mauritius in the comments because I had gone to a wedding in Mauritius. By the way, I have an American passport and I have a British passport. Okay, and I have a Nigerian passport. In the airport in Mauritius, because it was me and like 10 other people who are Nigerians, they basically treated us like animals. The way we were stripped and searched, the way they spoke to us, they were asking us, when are you guys leaving? We had return tickets and they were still saying, we don't want you people, they said this, we don't want you people here. When are you leaving? Even though we had return tickets. One example. Another example, like, I'm just bringing up little things because I feel like we want to sit down here and act like people are being rude. The problem in Nigeria is not about being prideful and arrogant. Okay, you should have pride from where you come from. You should be proud of where you come from. The part where it gets bad is where we don't look at ourselves. We don't hold that mirror up to ourselves. So of course we're going to be misbehaving outside. Even the way we act within the country is nothing to write home about. The state of Nigeria internally is nothing to write home about. So why wouldn't we be misbehaving outside? I have friends who are lawyers in the UK, and a lot of them tell me that there are so many cases of Nigerians who come to the UK who end up getting into the system because these are men predominantly, I have to say this, who are coming there and they're getting SA charges in the UK criminal system because they're going after children. Children. A 50-something-year-old man will be pursuing a 13, 14-year-old in the UK. Why do you think you can get away with that in the UK? Because in Nigeria, you have created the habitation of doing that crap in Nigeria. And then you go and do it in another man's country and they jail you. Go look it up online. Okay? These are things that they're doing in Nigeria that nobody says anything about. It's become norm that people go outside of the country and they take that rubbish, nonsense behavior to another man's country and you end up in jail for that ish. So everything that is being demonized about the things that we do outside of Nigeria is because it is happening within Nigeria with no recourse, and there is a lack of impunity in Nigeria. There's no consequence for the worst behavior inside of Nigeria. So why wouldn't people think that that habit is normal outside? So when people say, of course, I'm not happy to see Nigerians being harassed in, for example, South Africa and all that stuff. All of them are telling people go home. They are right. They are right. It's time for us to figure out how to fix Nigeria. We can't keep running away. And in order for Nigeria to be fixed, we have to fix our own habitation inside of Nigeria. Because everything else outside is a reflection of who we are inside. And more people are going to keep banning us. In America now, you cannot marry a Nigerian spouse and bring them to America under this administration. Under this administration, if you marry up and down, they will not bring that person to America. More people are going to keep banning us until we decide to fix our behavior internally. And there's something else that we like to do. You'll see a story online, and the next thing, oh, he's Igbo, oh, he's Yoruba, oh, he's Hausa. Who cares?
I care.
Who cares who they are? They're all Nigerian.
I agree with you up until that point. Because
we like using ethnicity as a reason to run away from the actual problem. We want to figure out how to blame somebody else when it's literally us. It is literally us.
But Sonlo, I agree with you up until that point. We cannot separate the tribe. I don't know where you're from. I am Ibibio.
I'm Igbo. I'm Igbo.
Yes. But majority of the criminal, with all due respect, majority of the criminal activities that plagues Nigeria is coming from your tribe, with all due respect. And I love.
And I'm not disagreeing with you.
And it's not fair.
I'm not disagreeing.
No. And my point is, it's not fair on other tribes in Nigeria, the Hausas, and I prefer the Igbos to the Hausas. I'll be very honest with you. It's my favorite tribe. But we cannot distinguish from that because it's not fair to say, oh, it's us. What the hell did we do?
But let me tell you something else. You can say that, but if I tell you, for example, where I went to school, where I went to college here in the States, there was a huge case that happened here it was like 10 Nigerian guys who got taken away by the FBI for running a welfare social security check scam. All of them were Yoruba.
Yeah, no. Don't have issues.
I'm saying I don't care. I don't care about the ethnicities because, again, we are the ones that we suffer for it holistically.
True.
Nigerians still suffer for it. When you're going to the border of Mauritius or Seychelles, would they say, oh, are you Igbo or Yoruba? They don't care. They see that green book and you are judged by that green book. The end. Nobody's going to say, oh, my brother, what tribe are you in? Let me let you inside. They don't care. When I fly into Nigeria and Charles Schwab will ban your account, eBay will ban your account, they're not going to send you a message that says, oh, do this 2-factor verification if you're Igbo or Yoruba. They don't care. All Nigerians are banned. All of them are banned. So at the end of the day, everybody is suffering for the actions of everyone. If we were to bring up a database now and say, okay, let's measure where all these people are coming from, at the end of the day, it still looks bad for all of us. It still looks bad for all of us. That's like me going to Italy now, of which most of the scams and all the stuff that's happening when it comes to women being trafficked to Libya and then to Europe is other people. It's them. Literally, there's documentaries upon documentaries about how Benin is literally built from trafficking. The trafficking of young girls. But at the end of the day, who takes the blame in the forward-facing conversations in national and state politics? Nigeria takes the blame. So our problems are, we have a lot of work to do. And that's why I can tell you this right now. I grew up very privileged in Nigeria, but I'm not one of those people who's going to come online and all you're going to see is Dirty December, Burna Boy, Jollof Rice, all that crap. Because our problems are a lot. And if we don't get it together, they will ban us on all fronts. It's getting to that point. I've seen Americans, in this America, people that remove their Nigerian name. So nobody will clock that they're Nigerian if
I
you
don't
end up
blame
working
them.
in financial
Fuck it.
services.
I don't blame them.
Yes.
I don't blame them.
So
Survive.
everybody is taking that L. So we all have to, we have work to do. And that means that when stuff comes up, we can't keep running away from the truth. We can't keep running away from the fact that we misbehave. Nigerians been misbehaving. I went to Vietnam. Nigerians were misbehaving in Vietnam. I did Southeast Asia tour. Nigerians were misbehaving in Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos. It's enough.
Okay.
It is enough.
Thank you. So I agree with you, Song. I do. I agree with what you're saying, because at the end of the day, regardless of the tribe, is Nigerians. Because I mean, I mentioned how I got treated in Singapore. I was there for business. I had all my things in order. They still didn't give a fuck. They kept me for 3 hours. It was humiliating. But anyway, let's go to Prince. I don't see your last name, but Prince is the first name. Then we go to Moral Love, and then Jesus. I've been saying I have to hop off, but I've been here for more than almost 30 minutes. But yeah, pretty good.
Can you guys hear me clearly though?
There's a bit of like a background, but it's good enough. We can work with it. Go
It's
ahead.
okay now, right? Is it
It's
better
fine.
now?
It's fine. It's fine. Go ahead.
Okay, now. So I think everything everyone said here is very much okay. But I would say the first issue, because we've laid all the complaints now, but it's how to fix this, and this is the big issue now. And I feel the first issue is us as Nigerians, and I feel the second issue is the government. Now, I'm going to complain because I'm in my 20s, and statistics has proven that for every 5 Nigerians here, 4 of them are being introduced into scamming. And I'm telling you this because I'm a living proof myself. Now, why am I saying this is, the lawyer guy that was here earlier, I spoke about the fact that we shouldn't blame the government. Brother, I will blame the government if the basic necessities of living were deprived from it. It doesn't make any sense. At this point and age, we call ourselves the giant of Africa. We lack electricity. There is no
Giant
stable
of
electricity,
Africa.
but yet
We stopped being giant
Bro,
of Africa like
long
decades
time
ago. I
ago,
beg. Forget that
long
nonsense.
time ago.
This is
Don't
giant
get
of
me
Africa,
wrong.
my
Look,
ass.
I'm proud of the fact that Nigeria fought the Sierra Leonean war. We fought the Liberia war. We helped. Yeah, I'm proud of it. That's fact, but that's history. History belongs to the past. Nobody gives a fuck anymore, bro. I am telling you guys, we call ourselves giant of Africa. Stable electricity, we don't have it. The basic necessities of living, we don't have it. Students are suffering. I am telling you this. I'm going to give you an instance. I don't want to say much here because this is the internet. Probably they'll use this against me in the future or stuff like that. But bro, there are people literally grooming kids and scamming. In Nigeria, grooming kids and scamming. And look at the indoctrination they give them. They tell you that, oh, these white people, they enslave your forefathers. You need to take back their money back. This is, and the reason why is because, one, the basic necessities, these kids don't have access to it. So they use these things as what's it called, to tempt them. They give them, good laptops, good phone, good electricity, internet, the basic necessities, we don't have it. Who are you going to blame? Because the lawyer here was saying we shouldn't blame the government. Who should we blame then, if not the government? It doesn't make any sense. Nigerians are the ones running out of their country. We are literally running out of our country now. Soludo spoke about Vietnam. I watched a documentary about what Nigerians are doing in Japan. For every person who visits Japan, there's a hotel where Nigerians gather in a street. They would scam you, they would drug your drink and take every single thing off you. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense as a student. I'm a freelancer. There are some site you hop in. Once you have a call with somebody, once they hear your accent, or once they hear your name, once they feel, okay, this is a Nigerian name, you're cooked. We'll get back to you, brother. They're not getting back to you again because you're Nigerian. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And I'm going to prove to you why it's the government. First of all, everything we decide to do, excluding the government, we tend to progress in it. Our movie industry, fantastic. Music industry, fantastic. Everything, fantastic. We are one of the most successful immigrants outside. But anything that involves the government is rubbish.
You gotta look the government in.
I'm telling you, it's literally rubbish. If at this day and age, I'm telling you this, I've got friends in Ghana, I've got friends in South Africa. The basic necessities, they have it. Electricity, they have it. Everything, they have it. Good shows, they have it. We don't have shit in this country. We don't have, what we're good at is, fronting fashion on Instagram, cleaning Nepo kids and being the best dressed on Instagram, lying, suffering and smiling. We're literally suffering in this country, but the stupid celebrities are, looking all touched up, everybody thinking everything is fine. It's not fine. It is annoying. It's literally frustrating. Once again, you guys are talking about how it's affected Nigerians in Nigerians are suffering. We're literally running to every country. We're in Libya, we're in Afghanistan, we're in Iran. Where else? Like, it doesn't make any sense anymore, honestly. And now, okay, now how can we fix this? If you're telling me it's not the government, who else? I don't get. Yes, we are responsible. Like, Nigerians are acting stupid, but if the basic things, let me tell you something here. A lot of Nigerians have been groomed into this scamming to the point that if Nigeria
You
becomes
got to land. Prince, you got to land, brother.
yeah, I'll end it this way.
Please.
End it this way. Nigeria has become so bad to the point that if the government becomes so great today, people are not going to leave fraud because they've gotten so indoctrinated in fraud and they've tasted the money so much they wouldn't leave. It doesn't make any sense anymore.
Then I kill them. I'm sorry. Then we kill them.
Yeah.
So, some people need to be quiet. I'm sorry. There's no need
Yeah.
for. See, let me shut up.
Chaotic, can I say one thing? Chaotic, can I say one thing about this whole tribe stuff? See, listen, there are different tribes and different way of behavior. Now, I'm going to tell you this about Igbo. I'm an Igbo person, and I'm going to tell you this stupid thing Igbo does. So, a documentary has said that whenever some Nigerians do into their nonsense, fraudulent activities, the Igbos are the ones who goes to the club. Nigerian, I don't think anybody is innocent. Honestly, they are involved in crime everywhere they go. I'm telling you, Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians are involved in crime wherever they go. It's got nothing to do with tribe. I promise you, it's got nothing to do with tribes.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. But okay, let's go to moral law. Go ahead, moral law. Yeah. Please keep it quick. Keep it. I don't like telling people what to do, but just keep it brief, guys. Come on. Go ahead, moral law.
I think Nigeria problem is also to do with upbringing. I think Nigerians are brought up to believe that life is all about getting there. It's a journey, but all that matters is the destination. How you get there doesn't matter. Nobody cares how you get there. It's all about you made it. You made it. But how you made it, nobody cares. We know Nigeria with all these resources, and we have these politicians at the local level. I'm not even talking about the upper there. That people can directly see that allocation that is given to these people has been like they are sucking this thing like fresh milk. And yet, individual goes around and they are bragging about these individuals. They go around, our governor is richer than your governor. What he did to get that richness, nobody cares. You get it? And also the individualistic mentality of the country. At this age, you still have Nigerians that will come out and be bragging about they are the richest country in Africa, they are the richest country, but the statistic is telling you that the poverty rate in Nigeria is around 63% of the population. How do you call yourself the rich country in the continent and you have this kind of poverty rate? It doesn't make sense. Is it misinformation or miseducation? Because everyone is just thinking about their individualistic point of view. If you ask any Nigerians what make Nigeria unique and the things they are telling you, you even believe it. We have Dangote, we have whiskey, we have Davido. You have power problem, you have an education problem. No, they don't see all of that. And Nigeria is very strong in normalizing crisis. Since I was a kid, I keep hearing about Nigeria power crisis. Nobody is dealing with it. They rather tend to buy generators and whatever to sort it out. Education, the same thing. Nigeria would rather access the private schools and nobody care about the public schools. Same thing. Nigeria need to change that mentality of individualistic and think about a nation as a whole and not individual. In Nigeria, all the basic things, all the basic necessity has now become a privilege. To go to school is a privilege.
A privilege. Survival is a privilege.
To access health care is a privilege. To have electricity is a privilege. Everything is becoming a privilege in the country. And yet, people sit there and said, they are the giant. And you just sit down, it feels so funny.
Okay, Moral, thank you so much. I have to go on to the next person because there's a lot.
Okay.
Thanks for you. I agree with you, Moral. Mpilo, go ahead. Outside.
Hi, my brother. You?
How are you?
Good, man. I won't be long. I just wanted to to thank you for the lab that you've created here, because I've been joining quite a few panels, maybe more than 15. The hostility that I see on those panels is huge. It's really not helping. It's creating a division that shouldn't be there. So I just wanted to say thank you and your fellow panelists here on the live. It's the first time I hear people who take accountability for the wrongdoings that their brothers are doing. It's very. I was shocked. I was shocked.
It's hard. Bro. It's hard being a Nigerian man, bro. I'll tell you, Mpilo, I'll tell you, it's hard. It's hard, bro. I swear to God, it's fucking hard.
Country is useless,
it's quite,
bro. Nigeria is
it's quite
useless.
refreshing to hear you guys taking accountability for what your brothers are doing. I keep doing what you do. I've just followed you now. I love what you're doing, my brother. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Lloyd.
Yeah, thank you. Now I want to reply to Mr. Prince. You see, you're talking about blaming the government. You have to blame.
No, Lloyd. I think Lloyd. No, is that Lloyd talking?
No, I thought you said lawyer. That's why I never.
I said Lloyd, the guy at the post, because Lloyd is the last person. After Lloyd speaks, then we can have a phone panel. Okay, bro. Lloyd, go ahead.
Good evening. I'm a Nigerian. I had my undergrad degree here in South Africa. So when I came to South Africa, that was in 2010. I was an undergrad student from University of Venda, somewhere in Limpopo, like not far from the Zimbabwean border. So I used to know that like South Africans love Nigerians a lot. Everything that we like, I won't lie to you, bro. They love everything about Nigeria. Everything. Like I used to be proud of myself, like being a Nigerian, bro. But
something changed.
As time goes by, I started seeing the character of some Nigerians. You know, whenever we're on holiday, when I come to Gauteng or I go to some city part of South Africa, I started seeing the behavior of some few Nigerians. Like, I was like it looks so weird to me because I've never been in that kind of situation before. So it was so terrible. Like, next thing they started telling me that some Nigerians are selling drugs. Then I started seeing the way some Nigerian pastors are also behaving.
Yeah, those pastors, bro. Those pastors.
Yeah,
those pastors.
Bro,
God damn.
I'm telling you for a fact. Since that time, I stopped going to Nigerian churches. I swear to God.
Yeah.
I told myself, like, bro, if you want to get yourself out of any situation in here, you just have to stop going to Nigerian churches. So I stopped doing all those things. Then I started creating friendship with South Africans. We became good friends and all those things. So I was so open to them. Most of them were started like asking me like they've never seen a Nigerian guy so open to them like this. Like, I do my trains freely, my hostel room, I give some of them my keys, they enter at any time, check on my things. I was so free. Bro, only for some few years ago, I started seeing it that they started talking down on Nigerians like, you guys, you don't have dignity, all you do is you sell drugs, you do fraud and all those things. I was like, what? Have we always like stoop ourselves so low to that extent? Then I started seeing a lot of, but bro, all these things have been a serious issue for us over the years. Because I know growing up, I used to know some Nigerians being held down for drug trading in Asia, all those things, Saudi Arabia, going to all these Asian countries, Thailand, Taiwan, Lebanon, and all those places. I think
a lot of these countries they're banning us now. UAE put a lot of restrictions on us. Like, bruh, we are fucked.
Of course, I was refused visa twice to go to the US for an educational conference. Like, the real main person that was organizing this conference, he was even the one who wrote a big letter for me, for them to now give me the visa to go there, bro. It was so terrible. I won't lie to you. Like, I'm ashamed of myself being a Nigerian. I won't lie to you, bro.
Yeah, I feel
it's not something that we can be proud of to say it out and all those things. Bro. There's nothing we can do. We cannot be hiding all these things for so long like this.
We cannot. The thing is, Lloyd. Sorry, I'm going to have to stop you because I agree with you, Lloyd, and you made a good point because, and it's good for us to have this conversation because
exactly
we cannot hide anymore because if it was a lie, countries would not ban us. Countries are banning us. They are banning us.
Bro.
They are banning. They are banning you. That is big news. That means for a country, because no, let me say this. Look, I'm gonna. It's open panel. After this, it's open panel. Then lawyer and lawyer, you guys can speak if you want to speak. The thing is this: when countries start banning you from coming to their country, that means that is usually the last result.
Fact.
You feel me? Countries don't just ban you because that is usually when a country comes to when they ban you. That is usually like because that's a diplomatic thing.
Yeah,
you have to understand.
Yeah.
When a country puts a red flag on a country's passport, that is a national diplomatic spite. When a country does that, that is usually they are sick of you.
Yeah,
that is usually what it means. They are sick of you. That means you've done so many things, so much for an extended period of time. That's what it usually means. It means you have done so many negative things in their countries for such a long period of time. They're like, fuck it. That's usually what it means. Lawyer can start on open panel. Yeah.
Like I tried to say the other time, right? Mr. Prince, you see, there's something you need to understand and why I told you you don't need to blame the government. Now, you see this internet fraud of a thing. It started from the days of, even before the days of multilinks, Starcoms, Redtails, and the rest like that, where you have Yahoo Messenger, you have i5 and the rest like that. Do you get? Now, during those period, of course, the economy was good. You can buy things easily with money. You can have good value for your money as a then. And you see a lot of boys because they want extra cash, they want extra money, they go extra mile to do whatever they want to do to get that money, right? So when you talk about blaming the government, of course, the government has their own share of blame, but not 100%, not because of good roads or there's no good road, there's bad this, there's bad electricity, blah, blah, blah. No, all those are not the reason. The individual person, how is this person brought up? Now, look at me, for example. Now, I have every opportunity as a 10, right? Because I came from a home of politicians, right? And as at that time, I can use any telecom I want. In fact, I have a Nitel card as a 10. I have a Nitel smart box in the house as a 10. You understand? So I'm privileged to a lot of things. But I didn't allow that get into my head because I'm privileged and I want to start doing things to gain more income, right?
Yeah. I think that's
so hold on. Now, even myself, when someone here talked about going to school is a privilege in Nigeria, blah, 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 I finished from Lagos State University. It's a Lagos State school. It's not a private school as a 10, right? And I did what I came out, despite the fact that as at that time, LASU was a bad school, but I finished from Lagos State University.
You're personalizing things. You shouldn't personalize it. We're talking as a collective.
No,
you're rich. You grew up privileged. Most Nigerians, they don't grow up privileged.
And also, you can't say it's not the government because
it is the government.
It's not just, but the government is made up of people. Government is made up of people. Government is a way of systemizing people's
behaviors. The government is made up of people, yes. But
so let's stop this thing about the government. We make up the government. We make up the government.
For example, now
we're not exempt from that.
Someone imported fake drugs into the country worth over 16 billion naira. Are you going to blame the government?
Why did they do that? Why did they? Are we the only people that are poor in the world? Do you know how many countries where people are poor? You think they're all scamming?
No.
You think they're all scamming? Do you know how many people are poor in this world?
What I'm trying to say, yeah.
Nigerians, the excuse of government is not going to fly anymore. That government excuse is not going to fly anymore.
Lawyer, can I reply to you?
Because the excuse of government is why America literally bombed the fuck out of Nigeria last year. If your government can't take care of you, we'll come inside and we'll fuck up your sovereignty and take care of you.
Can I speak to you? Can I speak to you?
Everything government is the people, not the government. It is the people.
Can I reply you? They got that person arrested. Wait, hold on, Mr. Prince. When they opened on a port, the first time they opened on a port, right? Do you know someone imported over how many containers of?
He chose to do that. He chose to do that.
He chose to do that. Of the government that we are choosing.
He chose to do that. Are we the only ones that have bad governments? Are we the only ones that have bad government? Who blame government?
Please.
Yeah, can I reply to lawyer fish? Can I reply?
Wait. One after the other now. Come on, man. Like I don't like. I'm eating. I don't want to be. You speak. And don't make it a government thing. I don't care. Listen, we cannot ignore. Listen, bro. This is not. It's now, lawyer. With all due respect, brother, you sound like you're like a government apologist, bro. I don't know what that's all about. When we are talking about a country, when we are talking about a country, you cannot ignore. You cannot talk about a country without the government. I don't like when because Nigerians do this thing where they want to defend the government, Like, brother, the government is, have you heard this statement? Next to God is the government. After God is the government. The government is omnipotent. That's why they're there. Prince has a legitimate point. Yes, people choose to do what they want to listen to me.
Okay. Speak, please.
Yes, there's going to be choices, sure. But we cannot ignore the fact that the government also has a lot to do. The government is responsible for infrastructure. But like, what I mean, like, I don't understand what your point is. Like, we shouldn't blame the government. Like, what exactly is your point? I'm trying to understand.
That was my point, not his point. Lawyer is actually agreeing with you. I'm the one who is saying that we are a reflection of the government. Like, to me, government is it is a scaled, systemized structure that reflects our habits and our behaviors. We can't act like government is this thing that exists outside of us. The government is a reflection of us and our behaviors. So when we try to say is the government, who makes up the government? Is it aliens that are in the government? Is Nigerians in the government? It's the same way I can go to the U.S. Embassy in D.C. and the officials in the U.S. Embassy in D.C. are still trying to play with my life because they're acting like Nigerians, even though I'm in America. They're still bringing Nigerian bullshit behavior to D.C.
In the UK.
Yes.
In the UK as well.
Let's stop the government-ish. It's us.
I want everybody else to have a chance to speak. I don't just want it to be between government or no government, because I still want us to focus on the main issue at hand. So, guys, it's open party. What that means you don't have to wait for me to call you. Just open your mic and speak. Don't wait for me. So that applies to
Good, man. Can I
hear me?
Can I say something?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. First of all, the internet is caused by my the internet here is caused by my government, but that's by the way. But I'll tell you this again. Yeah. The lawyer, you are privileged. You said it yourself. You were privileged, and you said your parents were politicians. That's good. That's fantastic. Let me tell you something here. I think the young folks, because whether I like it or not, see, this old government, they would get old and they will be done, and the young folks will be the one taking over. I am telling you this. I'm in my 20s, bro. See, listen, there are 3 occupations in Nigeria. 3 occupations in Nigeria that you are destined to probably be great. Now, during my early stage growing up, if you decide to be a doctor, you're in medicine, whatever, you're sure to get a job. If you decide to be a lawyer like you are, definitely you get a job, especially considering the crime rates in Nigeria. You people are chopping money, you're making money because you're defending people. Cool. And the last one is if you're a politician, you're good. You're good. Now, medicine now is having issues now. Nigerian doctors are complaining now. Most of them are flying abroad, moving to America, using their doctorate, whatever, because it's becoming a mess. I am telling you this, an average Nigerian child trying to be an engineer, they know there's no future for them. No jobs. These groomers, these scammers are grooming kids. There's what they call HK. I don't even know what they call HK. They are grooming kids on scamming people. They are scamming. Do you know how many American politicians are scamming? Do you know how many American politicians that an average Nigerian have their names, scamming them every month? They're sending money every month. Bro, the government is making things. I am telling Solu, you said everything you said is right here. But I am telling you, the last election, every single Nigerian would agree. I don't want to say this on the internet before I get, cancelled and stuff. We all knew it was rigged. The government are the big issue right now. Nigerians are messed up. Yes, what we're doing is wrong. It's wrong. But I'm telling you now, an average Nigerian living in Nigeria, you need to go and look at things. A Nigerian living in Nigeria is suffering. He is suffering. Educational system is bad. Kids can't even think. Kids can't think. They can't think. No electricity, nothing. Data is... My internet, look at me, literally talking to you. My internet is breaking. Does this make sense? 2026. Come on, Ghana, our neighbors, Togo, even Benin Republic. I heard they have stable electricity. A friend of mine went to school there. Stable electricity. Listen, whether I like it or not, this whole country is messed up. The government, even safety, you can't even... The government they've messed this country up. I'm telling you facts. You might say, okay, yes, agreed, individual. It go to a point where if the government are not attending to you as a citizens are taking things into their own hands. For you to know how bad it is, Nigerian citizens are kidnapping people because they know that, okay, they'll kidnap them, ask for ransom because they know the government will pay. Or the person will go on the video and say, oh, please help me. Nigerians will contribute money to give them, to pay for them. This is how bad it is. I'm telling you, this is how bad it is. You can't tell, guy, the government is making, I'm in uni. I'm literally living close to my uni. Like my house is literally close to my uni. Lack of electricity. Listen, there's no electricity. Sometimes I have to go into school to charge. The school is not having electricity. It doesn't make any sense. Listen, an average Nigerian, I'm telling you, out of 5 Nigerians, statistics have proven that 4 out of every 5 Nigerians have been involved in scam. Whether you like it or not, they are being groomed. It doesn't make any sense. An average Nigerian is thinking of moving out. Like everybody wants, it is a mess. This country is a mess. You can't tell me it's not the government. What are you telling me? You are a politician. Soludo is saying it's us. You are literally living in America. What do you know about Nigeria? You're a lawyer. Your parents is a politician, as you said.
And
You
that's
said
my point.
you were privileged.
You've literally just proved
privileged.
my point. You've literally just
Listen, you
proved my
said you were
point.
privileged. The lawyer said you were
You've
privileged.
literally
Brother,
just proved my point. When you guys do this crap, when you think that Nigerians abroad can't speak on Nigeria because we don't live there. I go to Nigeria every year and spend almost 6 months.
Do you know the funny
I'm
thing?
not proving shit to you on this panel. I'm not proving shit to you on this
I'm not
panel.
living anywhere outside
That's
the
my
country.
point.
I'm in
Guys,
Nigeria
let's be
right now, right? I'm in Nigeria right now, and I'm in Lagos State at the moment. Do you understand? Now, like I said the other time, you don't push all the blame on the government. Individual thing is what is wrong with Nigerians. As I am today, right? I try to employ about few young lawyers, right? And they always come up with excuses.
All right.
Excuses like,
Can we not personalize things?
Are there any poor Nigerians
here? I don't care about what we do.
Are there any poor Nigerians?
I'm gonna say something. Like, please, like I know I also do stuff, but we cannot. I do this. No. It's not about I, because if I'm looking at individuals, I wouldn't have this topic. I know that majority of Nigerians are decent people, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, I did talk about the tribe. I did say Igbos, Hausa, Igbo, Edo, Yoruba constitute majority of criminal activities. That is not all Igbos. I know that most Igbos are decent people. Most Yorubas are decent people. Most Edo are decent people. But we cannot ignore that. So I'm speaking general. Because if I'm going to personalize things, then I'll be like, oh, I know Igbo people. I can't talk about it. That's not how it works. So it's not about personalization. I'm talking in general, right? My issue right here is this. This bad PR is affecting everybody. That's something we can all agree. That's something we cannot agree on. So that's why I'm stopping you, lawyer, to stop this personalization. Because it doesn't matter what you do on a personal level. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what Songlo does. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is we are banned. That's why I get a bit irritated when some Nigerians try to create this nuancing shit. It don't matter. When you and I go to Asia, we will be profiled. Bam. That is all that matters right here. Because of the collective actions consistently that Nigerians have done. So that's why I don't like when we try to open. But I'm in Lagos. I hate it because it doesn't. It's useless. So my point is, we need to zoom out beyond us and look at what is actually happening. There are criminal elements of Nigeria that are in South Africa, that are in Kenya, that are in Ghana, that are in India, that are in China, that are in Asia doing nasty stuff. And as a result of this, we as a collective are being fucked over by that. We need to stay on that broad lens. We cannot keep personalizing stuff. About is it government or not government? It doesn't matter. We are banned. Abi? Does it matter whether it's the government fault or not? We are banned. And all of us here on this panel, we are not politicians. We don't have authority. We are using the little voice we have to speak up. That is what I'm doing. We don't have, I don't have political power. I don't. I have a TikTok. I can use it to talk. You know? And I still stick to what I say. I believe we need to use what we have to call out the bullshit. We don't do that. We don't do that enough. Us Nigerians that are working hard in representing the flag in different countries, we need to call out the bullshit Nigerians that are creating a mess. A fucking mess. I travel a lot for my job. It is horror. It is horror. No matter how polished I am, no matter how well-behaved I am, I'm Nigerian. I have the great passport. I am judged on that. So that's why, please stop this over. But I don't care. I don't give a fuck about what you do in your own personal life. It's irrelevant. We are banned. So please zoom out. All right? Like, can we just zoom out? I thought, don't personalize it. There's basically in South Africa. South Africa, and I did say this when I started this video. I said, when I was growing up, the love we got from a lot of Black African countries was amazing. South Africans don't hate Nigerians. That is not true. Because when I was growing up, the love, I remember this. When I was in the 1998, 2001, 2003, it was love. It was love.
Yeah.
The love was there. I cannot deny that. It started changing from like 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Bam. I was like, oh shit. Okay, something changed. Around that time, something like, okay.
After the World
Something
Cup.
really, really
After the
messed
World
up.
Cup.
Yeah. And this, and you know what? And you know what? How I know this? Because it's not unique to South Africa. That's how you know it's a consistent thing. You had in Ghana, our whole neighbor, you had Ghanaians who are known to be very peaceful people protesting against Nigerians. It's happening in Kenya too. It's happening in Uganda. It's happening in India. Like, we cannot just all sit back and be like, oh yeah, come on. No, come on. We are the common denominator. We are banned in Seychelles now. The UAE, last time I checked, they put restrictions on Nigerians. It's not always because they hate us and they are jealous of us. Oh God, who gives a shit? We are banned. And traveling up, I think maybe the Nigerians that are pushing back, I think a lot, because I've noticed something. A lot of the Nigerians that think we are lying are the ones that are still in Nigeria, maybe because they don't travel a lot, so they don't know. But I've noticed that the Nigerians that are in diaspora or the Nigerians that travel a lot, they know what we are talking about. They can relate to it because they experience it. But the Nigerians that don't travel, that are maybe sitting in Nigeria, they're like, what is this guy talking about? They're just jealous. No, they're not. Because I don't think countries are going to ban your passport because they're jealous of you. Do you know how much money people make from tourism? When a country bans your passport, it simply means they are sick of your shit. And they are willing to go into a diplomatic spite. Now, this is where the government comes into it. I won't lie. The government comes into it. Because your people are causing mayhem in our countries, bro. What are you going to do about it? This is where the government of Nigeria needs to have a strict policy. To be like, listen, if you go to anybody's country and you do X, you do Y, this is what you're going to pay. This is the penalty for it. And enforce it. But we don't do that. And to Sonlo's point, to Son Ulo's point, she's right. She's right. Nigerians in general. Now, it's usually some tribes compared to other tribes. But let's just say, for sake of argument, let's just go into Nigeria. We are very chaotic people. Now, I'm from Akwa Ibom State. We are a bit more different. Akwa Ibom, Cross River State, we're very quiet. People don't even know we exist. I even like that. We're very stay out of the way. But look at the way we run our countries, bro. Everything in Nigeria is a mess. Everything in Nigeria is chaotic, right? Everything is a fucking zone, war zone. No electricity. Okay, why is there no electricity? No water. Why is there no water? The roads are a mess. We keep electing corrupt politicians because it's from your tribe. These things exist. We cannot deny that. We cannot deny that these things exist. And I'm speaking about this because it affects me for work. And as much as I agree with some loyal Nigerians, which is true, we still have to call out the particular tribes, bro. Igbo, Yoruba, Edo are the majority of the problem makers in the diaspora. We cannot ignore that. And I feel like it's not fair to other tribes of Nigeria, like the Ibibio, like the Efik, like the Ishekiri, right? The Igala people, the Tiv people in Benue State. Like, it's not fair to them too, bro. Like, while I agree, Nigeria, we're all Nigerians, sure. We still need to call, like, yo, my brother, you guys got to keep yourself in check, man. What the fuck, for God's sake?
Kingsley,
You know? Yeah,
can I
like,
say something?
doing baby, like,
Yeah,
doing rituals in somebody's country. What the? I just saw people told me, like, there's people doing money rituals in somebody else. Yeah, like, you're chopping people up in Kenya?
Jesus.
What the fuck? Like,
Guys,
you're doing money rituals in South Africa and Kenya. You're chopping
That
people
is
up
wrong,
for
though.
money
I'm telling
rituals.
you. I'm
Are
telling
you
you,
fucking
Like there
kidding
was
me?
Kingsley, there was a situation in like
This
I
is
was on
crazy.
another panel where Igbo people were
Hey,
actually discussing the situation that happened in South Africa in East London, where the Nigerian community there elected like a chief, where the media framed it as though he was the king. He crowned himself the king of East London, right?
bro.
Igbo people, it was a panel specifically for Igbo people, and people actually were very honest about the fact that yes, Igbo people, we love doing this bullshit where we'll go somebody's country, we'll come and do association. Oh, I'm the chief of, you can't be doing chief with somebody else's country. You can't be doing that kind of crap with somebody else's country. Know your lane and stay in your lane. Everybody on that panel was agreeing with that. I agree. So, yeah, I mean, we can talk about this on the ethnicity level. I agree. Other people should not have to suffer for the actions of a majority of people. There should be no reason why you should be going to another person's country and crowning yourself the chief or the king. I'm so sorry. That should not be allowed. I don't care what I'm Igbo and I don't give a fuck about none of that. That should not be allowed. And that's partly why people, even in America, Black Americans have problems with us for the same behaviors. Instituting ourselves in places where we're not supposed to be doing that. Carrying shoulder in places where we're not supposed to be carrying shoulder. So we can talk about government, we can talk about individuals. I know if they all join, because even now people are bringing up, oh, we have Nollywood, we have this and that. I work in film partlet. I'm going to tell you now, I was on a film set in a film shot in Accra. The executive producers, they were talking about the fact that they don't even work with Nigerians because people are using film to human traffic people on international film projects. Nigerians are using international film projects to traffic people.
What?
There's no industry we don't touch that we don't fucking taint. I'm sorry. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Government,
You know
though,
now, Sako,
people, dog, cat, it doesn't
son,
matter. It doesn't matter. All join.
you know,
Guys, can we
you
let
know now.
Semi Tulu speak? You know he's been listening. He's
Oh,
never
yeah,
said
yeah, yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
So I'm normally a French person from French country, but I will try to say something. I live in Germany more than 30 years. And when we came in the 90s, Germans, not all, some was having some difficult character against foreigners. And I never believed that time that it will change one day. But German society organized themselves. Till today, I don't know how they get there. They work on their people, explain them maybe through churches or through organization. And today, black man is no more killing like before. Since 20 years, we never hear again that they kill someone here. So our black society have problem. Not only Nigerians, black society over the world. When you want to, now it's Nigeria. When you go to Ghana, when you hear there too, it's big problem. When you go to Togo, Benin, when you hear their problem, it's big. When you go to US, among the black Americans, it's also big problem. Also, black community have
Brother,
problem.
it doesn't reach
So,
Nigeria's problem, Sammy. I bet you more than that.
yes, I know. I just want to say, we need philosopher. I don't know how to call it in English. We need intelligent people who will write books, who will sit down and analyze our character. Why are we like that? How can we change something? I think Quran is writing according to Arab's character. Bible is writing according to European character. So black character is different. We need books. We need to sit down and think how to change our character. Because this individual, before you go, before you come to parliament, before you come to minister, before you come to president, you was like us. We are the one go there with those bullshit character. So those people there and we are all the same. So we need to change before we come in the power as minister or president. We need to change people before they get there. So not when somebody is there, we will want him to change automatic. It's not possible. So that's why we need people who can sit down and think how to give black man different character. Example, when you take Senegal and Gambia, it's all one country, but England take one part, middle of Senegal, and said, here is Gambia, and the rest is Senegal. So I don't know how England make Gambian character is different than Senegal character, but they speak, all of them speak the same Wolof, the same language. It's like they come into Igbo land and just take one in middle of Igbo land, some people, and they change their character. So it means if we want that, it will take time, sure, but we can also change this stupid character that disturb our good living. This is what I want to say. Thank you.
No, Sammy, thank you so much. And I agree with, I also speak French, by the way. I speak French and I speak German. So actually I can do both. So it's good. It's good. I'm going to say something. I love Igbos. I want to make that very, very clear. I get mistaken for Igbo sometimes and I don't correct it. It's an honor. I love Igbos. Let me tell you why I love Igbos. Igbos are very enterprising. For whatever flaws they may have, they are very, very enterprising people. I really do. One of my best friends when I was in my teen, his name Ernest. I don't remember his name was Ernest. Then the second was Chibuzo. Chi means God. Chibuzo, best friend. He unfortunately passed away early, but I love the Igbo. We get along with I have some very, very good experience with Igbo. Heck, where I come from, Akwa Ibom shares border with Abia State. And in the old Nigeria, the East was together with like Niger. I don't know if you guys remember. Miss Sondo remembers this. Like before the East was included Niger Delta. We were all together. You feel me?
Yeah.
We're all together. I love the Igbos. Don't get me wrong. Just because I'm calling out some of them doesn't mean I have some beef with Igbos. I love Igbos. Heck, if I don't mind being a part of the Igbo tribe. I'm Ibibio. We probably have some. I'm pretty sure if we look at Ibibio, Igbo, even the name sounds, even my language sounds a bit like Igbo. So I'm pretty sure there's some, how do I put it, like a mixture somewhere. I don't mind it. I'm proud of it because Igbo has success a lot. You know, it's just like, bro, we got to tighten up those negative shit, man. Those negative fucking shit that affects other good Igbos too. Like Sonlo was even mentioned. There's a lot of good Igbos who are suffering the shit too. Not to mention the other people that are not Igbo. You feel me? So it's everybody. Whether you're Igbo or not, whether the Yorubas or not, whether you're Edo or not, and you're good, it affects you too. So we all have common interests. Even the South Africans on the panel have a common interest. So everybody on this panel actually we all share a common goal. Whether you're Nigerian or not, whether you're Igbo or not, whether you're Yoruba or not, we all have a common interest because we all want better. You feel me? We all want better. Even lawyer, even though he's, I agree with 80% of what lawyer says, he also wants a better Nigeria, a better outcome because it also benefits him because he travels a lot, if I'm not mistaken. He does a lot of traveling. So he understands what I mean about this, how it affects everybody. Because it affects us. It affects us. You feel me? I'm going to end the live now because I really, really got to do. I really got to go. But I'm going to let everybody give their final thoughts. I'm going to start with Talux. Let's start with Talux. Then we'll go to Talux. We're going to go to Lloyd. We're going to go to Prince, Solo, Sammy, Goya, Mist, and I can end the live. Talux, you have your final words, sir. You there, sir, Talux? Bro, now I'm telling Are you there, Talux? Lloyd, are you there, sir? You want to give us your final words for the day, for the live?
Big ones would be out there. Now they are pushing out.
Okay, go ahead, Talux. Go ahead.
Now they are pushing out the bad ones now, and they are keeping the good ones. Or the good ones are going to Europe, and the bad ones are coming to South Africa.
We also have it in Europe, bro. Trust me, it's not just you guys, man.
Oh no, they are giving us all the bad ones in South Africa, my brother. They are keeping all the good ones up there.
Shit. Well, we have it here too. Oh, truly, we have it. Maybe even Sammy. I'm in Switzerland, so we don't. Switzerland has a very tough migration process anyway. Like, so
yeah.
I'll put it this way: if you're a Nigerian in Switzerland, you earn your spot. I'll put it that way. They don't play that shit. They don't play that shit. They don't play that shit here, bro. Hey.
How are they to South Africa though?
There's a couple of South Africans here. I mean, I'll put it this way: Switzerland only allows the best of the best, not to toot my own horn. If you Google Switzerland migration process, you'll see for yourself. It's one of the toughest. It's the toughest migration process in the world. It's not joke. It's a small country, one of the richest, small. Yeah. But again, I'm No, I'm privileged too. My mom is a retired
But
diplomat.
you know, but you know
You
the
know,
thing is, have you seen that lady? Have you seen that lady from Ireland, which was getting deported with a family? There was a story
no.
of a lady which was getting deported with her 2 or 3 kids. She's Nigerian, but she was
Yeah.
traveling with a South African passport. So she was getting deported from, I don't know which country is this, man. Didn't you hear on the news?
Ireland.
From the UK, yeah,
To be
from the
honest, I'm
UK.
not.
She was
I'm
deported
not
from the UK.
from
From the UK
Ireland.
to
That lady is Nigerian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, she's
that lady
Nigerian.
is Nigerian. She is traveling with South African documents.
Yeah,
Wow.
She
When
has
they
a
are
so
African
deporting her
ID.
now,
Guys, wait.
they are deporting her from Ireland. Huh? She
No, go
says
on.
now to the she says to the people from Ireland that she's running from a genocide, or I don't know, the people want to kill her or whatever. There's no one who wants to kill her here in South Africa. The reason why they are in Ireland is because it's easier using a South African passport than a Nigerian passport. Now this is why this is now why we are fighting here in South Africa, because they're gonna weaken our passport. They're gonna
Yeah.
make our passport like a Nigerian passport. This is why we are fighting here in South Africa now. This is the whole reason.
Makes sense.
All right, guys, this was very informative.
Looks till next. I don't know when next I'll be live. I'll be honest. I'll make a confession. I don't know. Guys, someone said I came out of retirement. I pretty much. I don't know if this is the first time you see it, because I used to be on. I remember Sonulo. She's a vet. I used to be more active, but I've been, I think, for almost a year or so. I haven't been like.
What
I've
happened, bro?
bored, man.
Yeah, you got
Got bored.
busy.
I got
Got
bored. I
bored.
got bored. I got bored on TikTok. But I think I'll be back
But
when we just the
yeah,
live
man, that's
streams.
us.
Yeah, I'll try. I can't promise I'll try though. But Talus, brother, pleasure seeing you, man. I hope to see you in the next lives. Good to. I like that we're able to have a mature conversation without any insults, and I don't like that shit. I don't like it, because at the end of the day, everybody wants a better country. Everybody wants a better experience. There's no need to.
Exactly.
There's no need to be insulted, because everybody. And I think if you set the tone of your live stream to be respectful, to be cool, the other people are going to fall in line as well. You feel me? So that's why I try to make sure everybody gets respected, even though no matter where you're from, no matter your background. That's what I strive for. But salute to you, brother. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right, Lloyd. The floor is yours. After Lloyd, we're going to go to Prince. We're going to go to Sonulo, Sami, Lawyer, and then Miss Bella. Bala.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I just want to say that it has been an insightful conversation today, and I just want to say to every Nigerian that we are all we have. We just have to be a good representation of where we come from. Please, no matter how you do, please don't let this thing of like being in a haste for money too much. Like, no matter how it is, if you're going to be rich, you're going to be rich. No matter, you can be a scammer today, you can be rich off of being scamming people and all those things. At the end of the day, you can still lose it all. So being rich from doing some illegal things cannot make you that A person that you think you want to be. Please just be a good representation of where you come from. At the end of the day, your image is what you need the most. Please don't spoil things for every other legitimate person that wants to do things. Please let us be lenient in anything that we are doing. Let's know that we are all we have. Thanks, bro. Really appreciate being on this platform, bro. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Lloyd, have a good one, brother. Okay, be well.
Thank you.
Prince.
Yes, sir.
Our
Yes.
20-year-old Ninja boy. Tell us.
Yes. Yeah, I'm in my 20s. I'm not 20, but I'm in my 20s. But it's fine.
Oh, your 20s. Okay.
So yeah,
I'm 31
Yeah.
now, so you're a young guy to me. But go on, bro.
So yeah, I think I'll conclude by replying to a lot of South Africans. They spoke about how arrogant Nigerians are, and I'll tell you something with due respect. See, I agree with you. Nigerians can be very, very arrogant, but I'll tell you this: if you see a Nigerian man being arrogant, call him out on his bullshit. If there's anything we respect arrogance too. If you can look at him in the eyes and call him out on his bullshit, he will respect you. So if you see a Nigerian being arrogant, stand up, look at him in the eye and let him know he's stupid, or let him know he's crazy. Just look at him in the eye and be arrogant back. He will respect you. So please, when people are talking about, I want to make something clear. One of my biggest inspiration here is a South African man named Vusi Tembekwayo. He was in Nigeria a few days ago.
I love Vusi. Vusi is awesome, bro.
Vusi,
Awesome.
he's
Vusi's
the best man. I love him so much. So I don't have beef with South Africa. Once again, call us out on our bullshit. And one other thing is
good.
He's one like is a big inspiration. The time I met him here in Akure, he's an amazing man, one of the best. I love South Africa. I love everything. call Nigerians out on their bullshit. The evil ones, call them out. In fact, do whatever you want to do with them. But please, the innocent one, just tamper with mercy. And yes, we are all brothers here. And I think you have the right to fight for your country. You 100% have the right. And I hope
Absolutely. Yeah.
100% have the right. People, Nigerians call you xenophobic or stupid, honestly, because
Fight
it's
for your
better
country.
for us
Go
to
fuck it.
yeah. Yeah, it is better if we come back to our country and make our country great and we kick out all these stupid governments and we know that, okay, yeah, we're standing strong. South Africa is standing strong. Every other African country are standing strong. It will be better for each and every one of us. So, yes, and I pray for a better Africa. Thank you very much, guys.
Sounds good. Prince, have a nice one. You can drop, bro, because
Yeah.
after Baseball, I'm gonna. Lloyd, you can also
Yeah,
drop. Sonolo, go ahead, yeah. What's yours?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, again, to hop on this thing about pride, it's important to be proud of where you come from, but the only thing that maintains that pride is actual organization and sovereignty. And Nigeria's current sovereignty is at threat because people are no longer certain that we can manage our affairs internally, which is why the United States could send a freaking fighter jet to bomb our own country by our own demand, right? But at the end of the day, if we can't get our shit together internally, people are going to look for reasons to invade us at some point. And we actually do not have the resources to fight external powers. Okay? The girls from Bring Back Our Girls, they're still missing in Zambiza Forest, by the way. If we can, governance only works if we can self-govern. It is a bimodal system. The ability for individuals to self-govern creates a strong government. That means on our individual level, we have work to do. And that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Sonolo, have a nice one, okay, dear?
Thank you.
Sammy Deluxe, the floor is yours.
I wish Black people in the future will know their sickness. In the 80s, in the 90s, we hear from South Africa, white people was saying they can't leave the country for the Black because they can't rule it. And today, South Africans are showing what this white people was saying before, because the way they handle this case is really shameful. It's like no police in the country, no justice. It's just guys in the city.
I think
So
the
what-
South Africans.
what-
I think this.
what- what-
Just Sammy. I think from what I heard, the South Africans did go to the police, but the police don't do shit. I think from what I understand.
I just want to
don't get me
say
wrong.
what the white people were saying in the 80s and the 90s
Yeah.
is showing like that. And this is what I don't want to say. My problem is Black should compare their sense to the white. They should make competition. What they did, we can do it too. This is the only wish I have. When someone tell me I'm stupid, I would try to show him, no, I'm not stupid. So this is the only wish I have. Not Nigerians against Ghana, Ghana against South Africa. And those I don't want to hear that at all. Black and white have problem. And it's about sense problem. I wish Black people should know that and think about together, not individual. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ost. Thank you. Well, I don't have much to say. My own is I pray God should touch the heart of these people in our country. You understand? Importing fake drugs, fake drinks, and the rest like that, because a friend of mine is a victim of the fake drink as well. He's still in the hospital at the moment. Shot. Yeah, it took kidneys shut down. Yeah. So you see, we have a lot to worry about in Nigeria, not South Africa and other countries. I know that is there as well. But right now in the country, as I'm talking to you, I can't drink whiskey anymore. I can't drink anything alcoholic anymore because the fake drinks are out there. You understand? So I'm more worried about my people, my friends, my family in Nigeria than out there. You understand? Anything out there, of course, we can, walk through it, but we need to fix our country better. South Africans, they have every right to do whatever they want to do. In fact, they have every right to purge the bad ones out of South Africa. It is their country, and I respect them for that. Do you understand? But please, our people, I beg you in the name of God, right? If you're going out there, try to represent Nigeria very well. Represent the country. That is just my plea. Just represent the country, no matter the government. If it's the president, hate the government,
Just be the good Nigerians out there. That's just the thing. And back home, please let us reduce and stop all these fake products, fake drinks. And it is draining. As it is now, we are complaining that most of the malaria drugs in Nigeria now, they are not working. The malaria drugs in Nigeria, they are not working. Every time we keep complaining about these fake items, at the end of the day, the government, they try their best, but this thing keeps coming up. It is draining. But please, let's do better. That's just my own humble opinion. We too, we are tired in Nigeria, but
Yeah, we are
what
also
can we do?
tired. That's something people don't know. We are also tired.
We're tired.
We're also very tired. True.
See,
Good
you
point.
have to right now.
Yeah.
People can't drinks
Tired.
in the club. They can't buy drinks in the club.
No.
We can't buy drinks in the club because we don't know the. Okay, now look at Azul, for example. Last 2 years, we got to know that the Azul we have in Nigeria are all fakes. Because the Azul company, they came out that they only make 100 bottles a year. If you can make 100 bottles a year, how come we have over 2 cartons of Azul in the club in Nigeria, for heaven's sake?
Yeah.
It's crazy. We are tired.
It's crazy. Yeah, so that's something maybe South Africans don't know. Like we also dealing with.
Yes, we are tired.
And
Look at our engine oil today. They sell fake engine oil that destroy cars. They sell fake engine oil that destroy cars today. We have to beg our friends abroad that please help us buy Mobi One, help us buy this other one. Please help us if you're help us don't bring it down to Nigeria if you're importing anything into the country. We are tired.
Oh yeah,
Well.
salute you, my brother. I feel you. Okay, I feel
Thank you, man.
Oh yeah, Miss Bala, my South African lady. Yeah, you're gonna close us off for today. What do you have to say, man? Your final thoughts.
And the image of Africans. We need to also recognize the history that Africans have. Sammy was saying that we have a sickness. No, we do not have a sickness. We have to repair centuries of situations that have happened to Africans. We are incapable. I'm not saying that we are incapable, but it is harder for us than any other nations out there for us to reach certain success and prosperity because we're not only fighting amongst ourselves, we're fighting amongst generational trauma as well.
Facts.
Do you understand? What is happening now is not necessarily a reflection of Africans. It's a reflection of systematic situations that have pushed us to be where we are. We are Africans more than anything. And I want to say to people here that come from Nigeria, it was so refreshing hearing from you guys. It was really refreshing. It's something that I feel the South Africans that are listening now, it's going to give us a chance to also just, cool off. Because what we are getting from social media is, more Nigerians just saying, being aggressive, being arrogant. It is so refreshing. I want to thank you for that, my brother.
Yeah, it's bad. I appreciate it. It's important for us to have this conversation. You feel me? And guys, by the way, the long live stream is going to be on my YouTube channel. I've been focusing on YouTube more than I've been focusing on TikTok because YouTube is a bit more structured, it's a bit more professional than TikTok. If you miss the live stream, it's gonna be uploaded maybe tomorrow. But it's just follow me. You can follow me on YouTube. My YouTube is Chaotic Affairs Live. It's the same name. But Ms. Bala, I thank you so much. Yeah, but it's important for us to have I call it a safe space where we can talk. You know what I mean? Because I also noticed that Ms. Bala that a lot of conversation space for Africans, it's very aggressive. A lot of fight. I try to, of course, I have another page that I used to see what's going on out there, but it's always fighting. You know what I mean? It's like you're screaming. It's like nobody's even having a chat. Nobody's having a conversation. So what are you doing? Yeah. So that's why for me, when I bring this call, I know it's a hot topic. I get it, but it's very important for us to calm down and literally talk because the average Black South African does not hate Nigerians. That's a fact. I know that for free. But it's not true. The average Nigerian does not hate South African. But we cannot ignore that they have a legitimate case. We cannot ignore that because if the Black South Africans were only lying, then Nigerians would not be banned or deported, restricted, profiled for by other countries. That's the truth. It's a logical conclusion. It's logical. We've been banned from Seychelles. We are being restricted in the United Arab Emirates. India is tightening up its borders. America has tightened its borders with Nigeria. A lot of South American countries are tight. So it's like it's not unique to Black South Africans. They just tend to be the ones that are loud about it. but it's happening around the world. So if we are the common denominator in all these situations, we are the problem. That's it. That's all it is. I thank you so much for your time, okay? Have a nice one.
Awesome. Thanks, my brother. Shop.
All right, you be well. I don't know where next I'm gonna be live. I don't know where, but I am more on YouTube. I am more on YouTube than I am on TikTok. I can't lie. Because I like when I make my videos, I like to think, you cannot really do that on TikTok here. If you want to follow, my TikTok is the same name, Chaotic Affairs Live. Just type it, you'll find me. Same logo, same everything. You find it. Shout out to Alex, shout out Palesa, shout out everybody. Be well, stay safe. Mr. Kingsley out.